Good afternoon everyone and welcome to this latest edition of Rebels Radio, brought to you here today from this Evo-Stick Southern Premier League game against Biggleswade Town. There is a presentation going on at the moment for the 1976 Slough schoolboys who played in the FA Schools final against Liverpool, and they are special guests here at the club here as they come in. Now, they are just being introduced here by one of their guys who's announcing that, but we have got other things to do and we will concentrate on the game. Just to remind you that it's non-league day here at Slough, and I believe it's the first time since non-league days going that we've actually been at home, and we have some special things for you. There will be a half-time crossbar challenge by various fans. We've also got the local reporter and one of the council guys doing that as well, so we'll be commentating on that as well, but we will bring you all of the action from today's game here at Rebels Radio, which is brought to you by our two sponsors, myfootballclub.co.uk, the online football community, and also the Slough Town Supporters Trust. You can hear some cheering in the background as the 76 players are being introduced, and of course one of those is Brian McDermott, who managed Reading and was a Slough manager as well. So they've just been introduced here. We have got some other things for you to run through. So not only is it non-league day, we have some other games coming up for you for the Rebels. On Tuesday evening, Slough travel to the Valleys as they play Merthyr away in the league. Then the Saturday, which is next Saturday the 14th, it's the FA Cup fourth qualifying round. Slough will host Folkestone Invicta. Now, if there isn't a replay needed for that game, Slough will be again at home on the 17th on Tuesday, where Slough will be home to Tiverton, and then on the Saturday after that, which will be the 21st, Slough will go and look for revenge against the only team to beat them at home this season, Kettering. It's Kettering versus Slough on Saturday the 21st. Those are the up and coming games here for the Rebels. Now, if you do want to get in contact with us here at Rebels Radio, you can do so via Twitter. It's at MyFC of Rebels Radio, all one word, all in lowercase, and you can tweet us who you are and where you're listening from. We'll give you a shout out. And also, if you are listening via the YouTube, if you listen on there's a bit that says comments, and you can put a comment through, and that will in theory come through to me here. And again, just say who you are and what you're doing, and we'll give you a shout out on that as well. So there's different ways of getting in contact with us here at Rebels Radio. There are a couple of other games going on here, just as the 76 players are, not 76 players obviously, the 1976 schoolboy players are just coming off the field to a warm round of applause, and I believe that there'll be a guard of honour. I believe they're doing. I think that someone said they're going to do a guard of honour to welcome the two sides onto the pitch. So those two sides for you today are, starting with our visitors, Biggleswade Town. In goal is Liam Gooch. 2, Tyler Walker. 3, Lucas Perry. 4, Reece Fielding. 5, Shane Hill. 6, Gavin Hoyt. 7, and captain is Craig Daniel. 8, Nathan Hicks. 9, George Bailey. 10, Robbie Parker, and 11 is Graham Montgomery. Substitutes for Biggleswade are today 12, Daniel Jarvis. 14, Hugh Alban Jones. 15 is Jack Bowen, and 16 is Charlie Hayford. For the Rebels, in goal is Jack Turner. 2, Josh Jackman. 3, George Wells. 4, Guy Hollis. 5, and captain is Alan Innes. 6, Lee Togwell. 7, James Dobson. 8, Matthew Lynch. 9, Manny Williams. 10, Chris Flood, and 11, Warren Harris. Substitutes for the Rebels are 12, Nathan Smart. 14, Martin Nisbet. 15, Nathan Webb. 16, Brad Watkins, and 18 is Gavin James. Your referee today is Andreas Anastasiou, and his two assistants, Joseph Casey and Andrew Hickman. We will try and keep you up to date with some of the other scores in the Southern Premier League games today, and those games are we've got Basingstoke at home to Banbury, Chesham versus Royston, Dunstable versus Farnborough, Frome versus St Neots, Gosport Borough versus Bishop Stortford, Hereford versus Dorchester, Hitchin versus Stratford. A big of a clash here, Kettering versus Merthyr. Then it's Kings Langley Redditch, St Ives versus Tiverton, and Weymouth versus second place Kings Lynn. So those are the other games in the Southern Premier League, and we will try and give you some latest scores from those when there are breaks in the play in today's game. So we have some other information for you. On Tuesday evening, Slough progressed into I'm going to call it the BigFreeBet.com Challenge Cup first round, and Slough went through on penalties against Old Landlords Beaconsfield, and Slough in the next round are been drawn away to Hayes and Yedding in the League Cup, and that's what it shall be known, the League Cup, and that will be a game, and I believe that's going to be in November, roughly about the 14th. I haven't got the top of my head. I should have written it down, but there you go. I forgot. So there you go. There are donations here being made today to Prostate Cancer UK, which is the chosen charity of the non-league day. We've been selling cakes as well. There's the crossbar challenge, and today's been a special day for the fans as well. Season ticket holders can bring in free of charge 2 adults, and it looks like there is a fairly good attendance here today. The bar behind me is quite full as well, and we'll see how that goes. I will run through the two sides again just before kick-off, and some important news from the club this week is that the club achieved the FA charter status, and that does mean it means a lot more to the club, not so much that you'll see firsthand, but it is all to do with funding and setting up various different teams, and I know the club are looking at a second disabled team, as well as setting up a girls team and a ladies team, so that helps with all that, and the charter status is great work and done all by Kate Leafy, the secretary here at the football club. The cakes are just being sold now, people are walking around with those. Also the PALS team, which is the disabled team, started their first season in Division 1 and had a few mixed results once they adjusted to the things, but congratulations on them for their first round of games in the new League 1 of the disabled things. There's just a couple of things just going on behind me, so we'll just wait for those. We are just waiting for the two sides just to come out here at Arbour Park, and Arbour Park is particularly buzzing this afternoon. It's good to see, and it's just a quite a nice day. A little bit of rain earlier this morning, just a bit of drizzle, and now it seems to be okay, and there is a guard of honour from those 1976 schoolboys, just waiting for the two sides to come out. And it's all just good fun here today at Arbour Park, but the most important thing is to get those 3 points. And Slough will have a tough task here today against the Biggleswade side. George Bailey was on last Saturday, he scored a hat-trick against Farnborough, so Slough will have some players to mark here, and Biggleswade are perennial good rivals of Slough's, and both teams last season won the home meetings 3-0, and Slough would take that right now if you offered that to them today. So we'll bring you all of that action, and again I'll just run through the two sides starting for you in a second, just waiting to see if there's a little bit of a delay here with the two sides coming out. So I'll run through those two sides again. So I'll just go through the first 11 for you, starting with Biggleswade Town. In goal is Liam Gooch, 2 is Tyler Walker, 3 Lucas Perry, 4 is Reese Fielding, 5 Shane Hill, 6 Gavin Hoyt, 7 and captain is Craig Daniel, 8 Nathan Hicks, 9 George Bailey, 10 Robbie Parker, and 11 is Graham Montgomery. For the Rebels, in goal is Jack Turner, 2 is Josh Jackman, 3 George Wells, 4 is Guy Hollis, 5 and the captain is Alan Innes, 6 is Lee Togwell, 7 James Dobson, 8 Matt Lynch, 9 Manny Williams, 10 Chris Flood, and 11 is Warren Harris. And Biggleswade are in green shirts with white sleeves, green shorts and green socks. Slough in their usual amber and navy. And Jack Turner today is, because Biggleswade are wearing green, is in his red goalkeeping top, which is red shirts with white sleeves, red shorts, red socks, and particularly lovely colour of white and green football boots. So the two sides are just going through their introductions here with the referee and shaking hands, and we are just a minute or two away from kickoff, and we'll bring you all of the action here today. And we're just waiting for it all just to settle down. The we'd call them the Slough old boys, but the old Slough boys are just walking down. I don't. Sorry, they're just trying to be signed up to the whole crossbar challenge. But I thought I'd I'd commentate on that. That'd be quite interesting to watch. So the referee is just calling over the two captains, and a quite full Arbour Park here today, and it looks like quite a good atmosphere. The bar is buzzing at the moment behind us, and we shall just wait to see which side Slough kick off in play, and we'll give you those details. So a couple of different things for you today. Today's match sponsor is Tony Boxall, and Tony is sponsoring the game in honour of his son Chris, who passed away 3 years ago. Chris was an integral member of the Slough Town FC web department team, who do such a good job. It looks as though Slough have decided that they will be shooting from right to left for this half. So Slough will be shooting at the Lynch Hill Education Academy end. And it looks like Biggleswade will be the side that have the kick-off. We are waiting on the referee just to double check that there's 11 players. He's got a goal nets, he's got a goalkeepers and linesmen. And we will at some stage be underway here. Just waiting for our referee. I'm not going to try and say his name again, but the referee, to get this game underway. I think he's just waiting for... ready? Is he ready? 1 watch, 2 watch, and he blows a whistle. It's Biggleswade with the kick-off. Daniel plays it all the way back there to Perry. Perry with a looped ball forwards here, aimed towards Bailey. Well won there by Inns. Ball will come out here to Walker. Walker's ball finds Jobson for Slough. He will play it intently to George Wells. Wells with looking for a clear ball down field, trying to find Chris Flood. Beaten to the ball well there by Fielding. It goes out of play here into the main stand for a throw for Slough on the halfway line. And we're just waiting for a ball. And it'll be George Wells to take this throw for Slough. Quick throw here towards Dobson. Dobson brings it back towards Wells. Wells heads it down the line here but can't keep it in play. And it goes out of play there for a throw to Biggleswade right by the away dugouts. And we wait here for Walker to come across and take this throw. And Walker just... loose ball in here, aimed towards Parker. Parker does well to flick the ball on. Hollis comes up here against Bailey, goes back to his goalkeeper Turner. Turner now being chased down by both Bailey and Daniel. Plays the ball forward here. It's going to be an easy header away there for Hoyt. Ball will come in here towards Lynch. Lynch wins that first header, but it's then flicked on there by Hicks, and Hicks's ball comes on the far hand side to Jackman. Jackman trying to hook the ball down the line, does well to get the ball down there. Benny Williams comes across and gets his body in the way in front of Hoyt, in towards Warren Harris. Harris now running down that right hand side, still with the ball, goes past one player, up against Perry on this near hand side, gets across in, it hits Perry, it's getting deflected here to Hicks, and Hicks has time to just chip the ball forwards here, trying to find Bailey. Bailey with the ball in here, and it's won back well by Warren Harris to Manny Williams in towards Togwell towards Lynch. Lynch playing in a central position here for Slough, finds Jackman on that right wing, couple of yards inside the Slough half, back towards Lynch. Lynch chased down by Hill, ball to Ind with the ball down the line there, but that's got to go all the way through to Gooch in the Biggleswade goal. And Gooch in a peppermint blue kind of goalkeeping outfit today. And he's just got the ball just a couple of yards outside of his penalty areas. He looks to play the ball down the field here. It's going to be an easy header there for Inns. Inns' header comes into the centre circle where Walker heads it on for Biggleswade. Back towards Inns, volleys the ball down. In towards Flood. Flood controls it well on the turn. Keeps the ball out. Inns finds Dobson. Dobson on this far hand side. First time for him to run at the defence. He's got Wells on the overlap. Good ball here. Chipped over by Dobson towards Wells. Wells plays it in straight away, and it's Fielding who gets there first, but Wells comes to get his replay, gets the ball across goal. Oh, and it's hit Warren Harris, and I don't think Warren Harris was expecting the ball to get to him there. I think Perry in front of him, he was expecting to get it, and it, rather than Warren Harris anticipating it and trying to manoeuvre his body, it came at him too quick, hits him on the leg and goes wide of the goal for the good play down the left hand side there for George Wells. Nice to see him get forwards here beyond that back four and get a cross in, and good play by the Slough, but it is 0-0 here. And it's everyone just suddenly come over to this near side because the goalkeeper's going to take a goal kick. It's obviously where he's going to aim this ball here. Gooch with this goal kick to be taken eventually, And Gooch chips the ball here, looking for Daniel. Daniel up against Dobson. Both of them clash, and it's Daniel who's given the foul away. So it's a free kick to Slough, a couple of yards inside the Biggleswade half. They'll leave this one for Wells to take. And Wells just indicating that they're going to send ins up for this ball. So Wells is going to try and play this ball in, and Hollis has now come forwards for Slough as well. So this free kick about 5 or 6 feet inside the Biggleswade half. Wells with the ball deep inside the box. Underneath it is Hoyt. It's come and hit ins on the head. It's bouncing around. It's been hooked clear by Perry, only as far as Togwell. Togwell's header puts Wells under a bit of pressure here with George Bailey, and Wells has to go all the way back to his goalkeeper. It's a tough ball here, and Jack Turner does well to keep the ball in right by the corner flag there. And will need to get back into his goal quickly. Ball played forward. Dobson can't keep the ball in. In fact, it's almost hit our commentary position. And it goes out of play for a throw to Biggleswade, which will be taken by Tyler Walker, the right back for Biggleswade here. Just looking for a bit of movement. Aiming for Daniel. Daniel does well to flick the ball, but Hollis wins a header, but Lynch takes it down on his chest. Flies the ball to Flood. Flood just can't control it here, and Hoyt can play the ball out to the left back Perry. Perry just inside his own half. Looks up. Has to go back towards Hoyt. Hoyt just chips the ball forwards here, finds Montgomery in a bit of space. Back in towards Parker. Parker to Montgomery. Comes in here towards Hicks. Hicks with the put on the ball. Perry's made a run past here and he's trying to go it to Hicks. Hicks tries to go through. Great tackle there by Togwell. Wins the ball. Plays it forwards over the head of Flood, and it's an easy clearance there for Hoyt. But Hoyt's clearance headed away by Ince. Ball just bouncing around. Slough trying to get into the game with Togwell. Heads it towards Harris. Now to Jackman. Slough get the ball down. Just overrun a little bit there. But Biggleswade are in quickly here with Bailey. Finds Daniel. Finds the tall figure of Hill. Hill trying to orchestrate. Finds a great overlapping run here by Walker. Walker gets down to the side. It comes off Wells last. No, it doesn't. It came off Walker last. I thought it was going out for a corner, but the right back seemed to want to get a touch to that. And the quick throw here taken by Slough means Wells has had to clear under pressure. Long ball down the field. Fielding and Flood comes off the head of Goit. Dobson beats Walker to the ball. Now can run down this left hand side. He's got Shane Hill coming across here for him. Chips the ball in, but there's not a Slough player in the box, and that's an easy catch into the arms of the Biggleswade goalkeeper Liam Gooch. And Gooch just waiting again, taking his time with this goal kick, long kick aimed here towards Parker. Parker jumps up well, but Hollis wins the header, flicked on well by Togwell. Only finds Hill, and Hill can spread the ball to Perry. Perry again just picking the ball up inside his own half. Finds Montgomery, who's coming a little bit deep for the ball here. He's got time to turn, picking out Parker. Parker just can't control it, and Hollis can clear for Slough, but it's a long clearance down the field. And Flood won't chase that, it'll go all the way through to Gooch in the Biggleswade goal. And as Gooch just drops the ball outside of his penalty area, just trying to see if there's a goal in any of the games so far. Doesn't look like it at the moment. And Gooch, long kick down the field again, looking for a Bailey. Well won by Ince. Here defines Togwell. Togwell gives it to Lynch. Lynch just pushed off the ball. And Slough won a free kick there. And Nathan Hicks is the player that was adjudged to have fouled Lynch. Lynch tried to take it quickly. Hicks stood in the way, and the referee has called that one back. So it will be a free kick to Slough inside the centre circle of their own half. And Hicks just been had a word with him by the referee there. Slough do take it quickly and find Jackman on the right. He finds Williams. Williams just holds the ball up now, looking to look for the run there. Gives it in the end to the centre circle where Togwell picks the ball up. Finds Wells on this left hand side. Early ball inside here towards Dobson. Dobson with a bit of space. Being forced wide with the goal. Just still with the ball. Finds Jackman. Jackman halfway inside the Biggleswade half. Ball inside to Warren Harris on the edge of the area. Warren Harris trying to go round. Gives the ball back into Jackman. Oh, Jackman just overruns it. And it's hooked clear by Hoyt. Ball played forward towards Bailey, but it's won by Slough. But then Daniels first for Biggleswade. Plays the ball out wide. But I don't think Bailey would catch that. He'd need a motorbike. And Hollis is over there quickly to get the ball. And I think they're just going to let Wells take the throw quickly towards the goalkeeper Turner, and Turner can just spread it out towards Jackman. Jackman just chipping that ball forward, looking for the run. Dobson continues to run forward. Hoyt with the header away. Williams trying to get there first, and Williams does get there first. Evades a couple of challenges, still with the ball on that far hand touch side. Gives it towards Jackman. Jackman now just a little bit of time to play the ball. Finds Ince. Ince chips the ball forward, looking for Warren Harris. Perry comes across, wins a header only as far as Togwell, who finds Dobson, who's currently on the right hand side at the moment. And Dobson just looking for Flood, who's burst into the area. But Flood's trying to get there, but he's adjudged to have fouled the right back Walker, and it's a free kick to Biggleswade. 0-0 here at Arbour Park. And we've played about 8.5 minutes of this first half. I'll just see if there are any other goals. Dartford are leading 1. There's a goal here. It's Basingstoke 1, Banbury 0. So a goal in that game. As we wait for Gooch to take this free kick for Biggleswade, full inside his own penalty area. Long ball down the field, looking for the head of Bailey. Comes off the head of Wells, and Wells is out of position here. Quick throw taken here by Daniel. Daniel towards Parker. Parker tries to give the ball back, but a good challenge there by Hollis. And the Biggleswade management just telling Montgomery, it looks like, to try and put a long throw into the box, I would guess. They're just sending fielding forwards for this. And it does look like Montgomery's got a throw almost level with the 18-yard box. It looks like he's going to put a long throw into the box. So Montgomery tries to put it in. Good long throw. It's well won there by Inds, but Inds' header will come off and it will go out for a corner to Biggleswade. And Montgomery looks like he's going to be the player that takes the corner. And Slough some defending to do here as Fielding, Hoyt and Hill are all quite tall players here for Biggleswade. It'll be an in-swinging corner for Slough to defend, taken by Montgomery. Turner comes and punches well, but it'll come out here towards Parker. Parker picks the ball up halfway inside the Slough half. Try to play it through. Well won back by Lynch, but the ball just falls kindly for Daniel for Biggleswade, and he plays it to Perry. Perry 10 yards inside the Slough half. Chips the ball here. Hoyt still up for Biggleswade. Ball comes into the box, but Wells is there first. Can clear. Trying to find Flood. Flood takes the ball on his fly on the halfway line. Trying to play the ball in towards Lynch, but well spotted by Hoyt. And Biggleswade have the ball here. And Hicks has just pushed wide and is forced to play a bad ball. It's won back by Slough, and Wells has it under pressure from Montgomery. Goes back to his goalkeeper Turner, and Turner spreads the ball across here towards Jackman. Jackman just has to come back from his position there and finds Lynch. Lynch deep inside his own half, bringing the ball forwards, travelling 10-15 yards. Now chipping the ball forwards, looking for the run of Dobson. Dobson takes it down nice. First clutch, comes inside, still running with the ball. He's got Williams there, still got the ball in. It takes a shot, it's deflected, it comes out loose. And in the end, it's Perry that can clear for Slough. But Slough with the first effort there, comes from the foot of Dobson. And Slough just weren't quick enough to get to that fumble by the goalkeeper Gooch, and it's gone out for a throw to Slough, a couple of yards away from the corner flag, and they're going to call Guy Hollis up to take this long throw into the box. Inns has gone forwards for the Rebels for this, and just signalling what he's going to do. He's going to do well if he can throw it that far, that's for sure. As Hollis just puts it, he does throw it that far. It's a great ball into the box, comes off the head of it's hit through back in by Warren Harris, and then in the end Shane Hill is the person that clears for Biggleswade. Lynch will keep the ball in for Slough, 10 yards inside his own half, chipped over by Lynch towards Wells inside the centre circle. Wells chipping the ball forward, that's too close to the goalkeeper, and Wells immediately puts his hand up to apologise, but I don't think I've seen Guy Hollis throw the ball that far before, but that's a heck of a throw. Maybe picked up in China, I don't know. Long kick here by Gooch, trying to find the head of Bailey. Hollis heads the ball away, flicked on though by Hicks, and then ends with another covering header. Ball aimed towards Dobson. Dobson does well to win the header. Wrong foot's Williams, and Hoyt heads it towards Hill. Hill just chipping the ball over the back four, and Wells will head that back to his goalkeeper. Good defending there by the left back under pressure from George Bailey. And Turner immediately trying to get the ball over. They seem to have highlighted Walker. Heads it back and he just gets enough on it. Dobson just can't get there before the goalkeeper, and Gooch comes and smothers that ball from a back header there by Walker. And again, Gooch has the ball here. 12.5 minutes gone in the first half. Still Slough 0, Biggleswade 0 here at non-league day as Gooch plays the ball forwards. Comes here towards Parker. Does well to take that down on his fly, but he's robbed of the ball by Lynch. In towards Wells. Wells back in towards Togwell. Togwell trying to play the ball up here towards Flood. Flood can't hold the ball up. Hill wins it back here for Biggleswade and plays it towards Walker. Walker back towards his goalkeeper. Dobson tries to close it, just misses it. Long ball forward. Lynch wins the first header. Togwell wins the second. Ball comes down and Lynch gets there first. In towards Williams. Back here towards Lynch. Lynch under pressure. Just plays the ball back towards Inns. Inns can just ease it out towards Jackman. Jackman willingly on that right hand side. Now plays a good ball in, looking for Dobson, but just a bit too far. Dobson though sneaks it off the feet of Gavin Hoyt, runs with the ball. He's turned on the far right hand side this time, comes inside, plays the ball in for Williams. Williams on the edge of the box, turns, evades the challenge. It's a good challenge, and then Hoyt can clear. Good challenge there by Fielding, but Slough will have the ball back here with Hollis. Hollis immediately finds George Wells. Wells under pressure from Montgomery. Oh, he goes all the way back to his goalkeeper, and a good touch there by Turner. Means that he has the ball, and he's going to look to immediately play the ball on this far hand side towards Wells. Wells takes the ball down on his chest, up against the right back Walker. Wells holding him up here. He's got Dobson with him if he needs him here. Spreads it all the way back, and then Jackman will be the player that comes to get that ball, and he'll find his goalkeeper Turner. Turner will again long ball forwards, looking for the head of Flood. Flood tries to get there first. He does get a flick on, but unfortunately that's all the way through to Gooch in the Biggleswade goal. And Gooch not in any hurry to take any of these goal kicks. He's just waited patiently for someone to come along and pick the ball up. And again, long high ball, looking for Parker. Again, Hollis wins the ball, but it's flicked on towards Montgomery. Montgomery chips it forwards, looking for the run of Bailey, but Bailey wasn't going to get to that, and it's gone all the way through to Turner in the Slough goal. 0-0 here at Arbour Park. So let's see if we find some scores from around the ground. Long kick here by Turner, trying to find Warren Harris on the right hand side. Oh, he just tried to evade Perry on that far hand side, but just couldn't control the ball. It's gone out for a throw to Biggleswade, and Perry, the left back, will take this one at the moment. Hereford 0, Dorchester 1. As Inns wins the header, finds Williams. Williams' header just puts Slough under a bit of pressure. Togwell plays the ball, but only as far as Hicks. Hicks' ball in towards Montgomery. Montgomery trying to turn. Finds the ball here towards Walker. Walker, the right back's got acres of space to come in. Wells is trying to come across. Little push there by Wells, but Walker still has the ball. Just being forced wide. Chips the ball in, but the Biggleswade management are 100% right that the referee should have pulled that back for a free kick. Clearly George Wells gave a little push on the back of Walker as he ran past, push Walker to the side. I was expecting, I think some of the Biggleswade players have gone across to the referee and said, why didn't you pull it back? And the referee is having none of it. It is a goal kick to Slough, and it's quite funny watching the Biggleswade managers just have a go at the referee. Long ball forward here by Turner. Flood does well to flick the ball on in towards Williams. Williams onside, got Warren Harris on this near hand side. Harris just plays it behind the runner Flood. Williams tries to get there first, Fielding with the clearance. It'll come through here towards Jackman on the halfway line. He can't keep the ball down and in play. In fact, it's come off the feet of Daniel, and it's a throw to the Rebels. And about 15 yards inside the Biggleswade half, Slough a throw on the far hand side. Jackman finds Togwell. Togwell's got acres of space, gives it to the captain Inns. Inns in towards Hollis. Hollis spreads it here towards Wells. Wells under pressure. Oh, poor ball by Wells, but Hollis under pressure, but he does well to evade the challenge. But quick ball in by Slough. Flood trying to win the ball. Gets a little touch there off Shane Hill, holding the ball up. Montgomery's there. Ball gone out of play, has it? Ball still in play. Wells with the ball forward, trying to find the run of Williams. Williams comes across. And it's Williams who gives it here towards Dobson. Dobson now breaking inside the box, trying to come through, still with it. Walker just comes across, gets a touch there, and then Dobson just takes a clip of his heels. And this time, Biggleswade do get the free kick they want. It's inside their own penalty area, fouled by Dobson on Walker. And the Biggleswade management still just, let's just say they're emphatically disagreeing with the referee on some of his decisions here. Just going to see if we can find some other goals while Gooch takes about 6 hours with this goal kick. It's just I'm just trying to see if we've got anything going now. Can't see anything else at the moment, so well, we're still waiting for Gooch. Gooch is just having a chat with the fans behind the goal. He's not interested in playing football. Finally takes this long kick, well up by Togwell, wins a header. It'll fall on the far hand side though towards Daniel. Daniel has to go back towards his goalkeeper. Goes back towards Perry. Perry in towards Hill. Back in towards Perry. Perry with the long ball down the field. Inns comes across, and Bailey's gone down there with a head injury, and the referee should stop the game, and he does indeed do that one. And Bailey in a Slough Town sausage sandwich there. He was in between Inns, and I think Inns has got a knock to his face as well. I can see Inns could well need stitches here. This Could be his face is bleeding. So we're just going to keep an eye on that, just to see how bad it is. But Bailey is up on his feet, but I think you'll find that Slough will most probably need to do some patchwork on Alan Innes there for that head injury. Seems to have come off worse on that challenge, and I'd be surprised if the referee doesn't come over and have a look at least to see how bad the injury is. I don't think he's even noticed that there's blood pouring from just above his eye there, it looks like, and Innes will come off quickly to do that. Slough will just make a slight little change. I think they're saying that Innes is they're gonna get one of those like little head bandages thing for him, so Innes just doesn't want to come off the field at the moment. I think it's every time he tries to come off, his head starts bleeding more, and his ears just going down. He's just having a quick bandage put on, and Super Kev with his new assistant just patching Innsy up here. And as there's a break in play, let's see if we can find some more scores from you from around the Southern Premier League. Hitchin have taken the lead in their game at home to Stratford. Dorchester are still 1-0 up away to Hereford. And let's see if we can find some more. Still getting treatment here. Aldershot have taken the lead at Maidenhead. Maidenhead 0, Aldershot 1. Just trying to find out if we see any more goals. In still being treated. I think they've got. It's almost like a Peter Cech head thing that they're going to stick on his head here. There's quite a long delay here, as Inns is still on the pitch being treated. So while we wait for the treatment to happen, don't forget, if you do want to get in contact with us, you can contact us on Twitter. It's at MyFC Rebels Radio, or if you are listening via the YouTube, you should find that there's a comment section that comes through, and that will come through to us here, and we will give you say hello to you if you're listening somewhere. And Inns looks like he's patched up. He's got. It looks almost like he's like one of those Japanese kamikaze pilots with someone just getting overexcited in the crowd there. But good afternoon to Marchacho, who's just tuned in 0-0 at the moment, and good afternoon to Jeff Reeves, who's listening in Buckingham. Thank you for doing that. And Biggleswade have sportingly just played the ball back to Jack Turner, and Inns has been allowed back on. I'm surprised that the linesman or referee hasn't actually checked the headwear there, just to make sure that Inns is fine. Long ball here by Turner, trying to find Flood. It comes off the back of Flood towards Daniel. Daniel in towards the right back Walker. Walker's ball is closed down well by Manny Williams. He gets an unlucky bounce, but still manages to keep the ball in here by the corner flag. In towards Dobson. Dobson under a bit of pressure from Daniel. Turns, chips the ball to the far post. Flood rises high, gets a header. Oh, it's spilled there by Gooch, and it hits Perry, and Perry, it just hits his leg and goes towards the goalkeeper. Warren Harris trying to get in there, but unfortunately not. St Ives, who aren't in the best of form at the moment, have just had their goalkeeper sent off, and they've had to put the midfielder Lewis Hilliard in goal. As a long kick here by Gooch, wins well won in the middle there by Inns. Ball played forward here by Hill, and that's got too much on it, all the way back towards the goalkeeper. Jack Turner for Slough inside his penalty area there. Still 0-0, 22 minutes of the game gone. Bit of a stoppage. Shane Hill with the header in the centre. Togwell trying to get the ball, hits him on the back. Ball played forwards here, trying to find the run of Bailey. Bailey up against Hollis, and the referee has said that Bailey has fouled Hollis. To be honest, I thought that Hollis slipped there, and Hollis slipped into the path of Bailey. That could have easily have gone the other way. So now take the free kick quickly with Inns towards Lench. Lench will sprint it back out to the far right hand side, where he's got Jackman in space. Back towards Turner. Turner closed down well by Bailey, but manages to clear his ball forward. He's got too much on it, and that will bounce all the way through to the Biggleswade goalkeeper, Gooch. Gooch plays it out to his feet to Fielding. Fielding here looking to chip the ball forwards to find Daniel. Well run by Wells. His header finds Dobson. Dobson's header backwards finds Parker though for Biggleswade. He tries to chip the ball down. Good run down this side by Daniel. Daniel trying to go past Guy Hollis, and then it's a good challenge by Hollis. In fact, he's gone out for a corner. So Slough with a corner to defend here, again on this near hand side, and Montgomery will be the player who comes across to take this, and Slough with some defending again. Biggleswade send up the height of Fielding, Hill and Hoyt for this in-swinging corner. A little bit of a lax atmosphere here. I was quite surprised actually that there's not much more singing from the Slough fans on this occasion here today. Quite a good crowd here today. Ball played in near post. It's gone all the way through. It's a goal. It comes off Shane Hill, and the goal comes on 24 minutes. The ball played in. Shane Hill went for it. Actually, I think he went for it with his head, but it just hit him on the ankle and goes past the defeated Slough goalkeeper, who still sat on his bottom, Jack Turner, who just can't believe that that ball's gone in. And it's the first goal of the game, comes on 24 minutes. It's Biggleswade 0. Slough Town 0, Biggleswade 1. Number 5. And Slough. And just being announced there, so the goal scorer. And Slough have the kick-off here. Ball here towards Togwell, towards Dobson. Slough going behind yet again in the league here and in the cup. They've got a habit of doing that. Ball played in here towards Bailey. Bailey chases, Turner has to come down. Flood has to come across and win the header. The ball will come here towards Hicks. Hicks plays it out to the left back Perry. Perry halfway inside his own half, closed down by Warren Harris. Chips the ball forwards here, looking for Parker. Parker up against Inns. Inns wins the header, finds Togwell. Togwell now towards Warren Harris. Harris has the ball at his feet. Just challenged there and gives it here towards Jackman. Jackman evades a couple of challenges in towards Manny Williams. Jackman keeps chasing down. The referee has said that there's a little push in the back there by Jackman. It's a free kick to Biggleswade, halfway inside their own half on the far left hand side of the pitch. And Slough just need a little bit of a boost here. They're not getting it from the fans behind the goal, and they just need a little bit of a lift here at the moment. It's going to be Gooch to take this free kick for Biggleswade. Long ball played by him to the far hand side. Inns dries as well. He spins the header, comes only as far as Perry. Perry's chipped header trying to find Montgomery. Harris is there. He takes a touch. And it's a throw on the far hand side, halfway inside the Slough half for Biggleswade to take. Montgomery to just waiting for some movement. Finds Perry, the left back. Perry has plenty of time on his feet. Now plays it back down the line towards Montgomery. Montgomery's ball chipped in, and it's come off a Slough player. Turner does really well to keep that ball from going out for a corner. And now looks to try and get Slough on the attack quickly with the ball played forward. Manny Williams up against Fielding. Manny Williams hits him on the back. Ball bounces around. Walker, the right back, can hoof the ball clear. And Inns wins the header, and then Hollis just takes another little touch with his head back towards the goalkeeper Turner. And Turner again, quick ball forwards looking for Dobson. Dobson does well, flicks the ball on. Williams gambles on it, gets the ball down this left hand side, cuts back past Fielding, leaves the ball for Dobson. Dobson gets a lucky ricochet, ball back in towards Williams. Williams out here towards Lynch. Lynch will shoot from distance. Oh, it's just over the top of the bar, but good play there by the Rebels. And Lynch with a well driven shot, just curling away from the top of the bar, and now that's woken up the fans behind the goal. And but it's still Slough Town 0, Biggleswade 1 here at Arbour Park. As we wait for Gooch, he's not going to take it. He wasn't in a hurry to take the goal kicks at 0-0. He's got to do it in a hurry when they're 1-0 up. Ball goes over the head of Inns, finds Parker. Parker with the ball here, running along. Hollis with the tackle, but the ball finds Bailey. Bailey goes past a couple of challenges, gets a shot in. It's a good shot, and it's forced a really good save from Jack Turner at full stretch there. And it's a difficult shot because it didn't look like it was going to go in, but it was along the ground, and Turner had to dive and get a touch to that one. Puts it out for a corner, and Slough, this is how they conceded the first goal of the game, so they will need to be on the ball a little bit easier here now. Again, it's the same kind of ritual. It's going to be Montgomery with this in-swinging corner. Slough need to be a little bit more aware defensively. Montgomery again puts the ball right in the good place, headed away the near post there by Warren Harris, and Manny Williams will try to keep the ball in. Montgomery's there first, in towards Daniel. Here towards Parker, just inside the Slough half, chips the ball forwards on the far post. Hollis with a good header, only as far as Hicks, and Lynch gets his body in the way there, won by Togwell towards Dobson. Dobson's ball hits Parker on the head. Ball comes here through to Montgomery, he's got some space. Finds Shane Hill, ball played forwards. Wells with the header away, in towards Williams. Williams has to come deep, finds Lynch. Lynch with the ball over the top here, he's got two people chasing for it, but it's gone too far. And Gooch in the Biggleswade goal pretends he's going to comes out. And then just turns around and picks the ball up from inside his own penalty area. And again, low kick by him, hits Hicks on the behind, and now Lynch has the ball for Slough. He's got Warren Harris in a bit of space here on this near hand side. Jackman's on the overlap if he needs him. Lawrence Harris going to chip the ball into the box. Aim towards Flood. Flood gets header. Williams is there, it's hit the post! Oh, it's gone wide of the goalies. The flick on by Flood comes into the 6-yard box, and Manny Williams just steers a header. It hits the bottom of the post on the right hand side and then skews all the way across the goal and goes the wrong side of the post on the left hand side and out for a goal kick, as everyone behind the goal thought that had gone in. Unfortunately not, it's still Slough 0, Biggleswade 1, but what a great chance that is there. Lovely ball played in by Warren Harris, and Manny Williams alert as ever, but just a bit out of luck there. Gooch with this goal kick, flicked on well by Bailey, in towards Parker, but a superb challenge by Inns, flying there, wins the ball as your last man as well. It's a good challenge to make. Turner with the ball forward, trying to find Dobson. Dobson beaten to the ball this time by Walker, comes through towards Lynch. Lynch takes the ball in his stride, trying to just put through, and he gets pushed off the ball there by Daniel. Referee says no foul. Ball by Hill, finding Bailey. Bailey just does take a poor touch, and Hollis sees the ball out of play for a throw. And Slough just got to be a little bit careful here, as Hollis to take this throw for Slough. Long throw by him, trying to find Dobson. Ball missed by everyone. Comes off Walker last. It's a throw to Slough, about 15 yards inside the Biggleswade half. They're going to take it quickly with Dobson in towards Wells. Wells with the ball at his feet. Just needs a little bit of movement. Crosses it in with his right foot, aiming for Warren Harris on the far hand side. Headed away well by Perry. Comes through to Montgomery. Montgomery with the ball forwards, and Inns back pedals, and just heads it back towards his goalkeeper under pressure from Bailey. And Bailey chasing a lot of lost causes here for Biggleswade, but full of running, as Turner rolls the ball out in towards Hollis. Hollis looks to turn, plays it in towards Wells, and in back towards Hollis, in towards Inns, into Inns, that sounds bad. Inns plays the ball to Chapman. Chapman with the ball into the halfway line to Flood. Flood gives a quick ball out here towards Warren Harris. Harris with a chance to run at the ball here, plays the ball in towards Williams. Williams takes it down on his 5, finds Togwell. Togwell now finds Dobson on this left hand side. Dobson up against Walker. Walker does well to block the ball. It's gone out for a throw to Slough. Quick throw here taken by Slough in towards Wells. Wells with the cross headed away to Jackman. Jackman towards Lynch. Lynch just looking for Warren Harris. Harris trying to turn Perry on that far hand side, but Perry does well to defend that. It's out for a throw to Biggleswade. And we've played 31 minutes of the game here. Slough 0, Biggleswade 1. As we just wait for Perry to take this throw. Inns, again, good solid header away. Finds Togwell. Togwell stoops to head the ball into the path of Flood. Flood in towards Lynch. Lynch plays it to Manny Williams. Now plays it back towards Lynch. Lynch is... Oh, he's played it to the wrong person. He's played it to Hoyt. And Dobson has just turned his back on the ball and allowed Shane Hill to guide it. Dobson should have just closed it down here, and the referee is just having a word with the Biggleswade goalkeeper. Lynch just played the ball, and you could see that there was a player running wide of him. He thought it was Dobson, but Shane Hill had just come back and got in the way, and everyone stopped for Slough. Instead of chasing the ball down into the corner. And Gooch with this goal kick into the centre, flicked on by Bailey off the head of Lynch and played forwards by Hill. Hill just chips that ball down the field, and Wells will just let the ball run out of play for a throw, and quickly takes the throw towards Turner. Slough got a habit of having to come back from behind in recent games. Ball play forwards here, looking for Flood, up against Fielding. Fielding does well to win the header, only as far as Hollis. Hollis with the ball out towards Dobson. Dobson takes the ball down well. Needs a little bit of help. Help comes from Wells. Wells chips the ball into the middle, where he finds Manny Williams. Back heel into the path of Flood. Dobson chips it to the far post. Oh, it's over the foot of Warren Harris, and Harris won't be able to chase that one down. Good chip ball in there by Dobson, but just too much, and Warren Harris just couldn't stretch his legs to get to that one, and out for a goal kick. And So I'll still be disappointed here that they're behind here in this game, but they have started to create some chances and just need to start being a little bit more clinical. And Gooch will take this goal kick for Biggleswade. Biggleswade with this 1-0 lead here, 33 minutes of the game gone. Long kick by Gooch, aims on the far hand side to Montgomery. Chapman wins the header, keeps the ball in play. Then it comes off the head of two Slough players. It's a lucky ricochet here for Hicks. Hicks finds Parker. Parker just pushed off the ball. Finally find Bailey. Bailey up against Hollis. Hollis just does well. Turns in on the penalty spot and then can clear. Only as far as Hicks, but the ball comes back towards Chapman. Chapman with the ball forwards. Going to find Hoyt. Hoyt hits it straight at Manny Williams and hits him in the face. Goes straight out of play for a throw. And a throw to Biggleswade on that far hand side. We have the half-time challenge that's going to happen. Crossbar challenge, that'll be coming at half time. We'll commentate on that as well. Ball played in, headed away well by Inns, finds Williams towards Togwell. Togwell's ball trying to find Flood. Flood just isolated here, trying to get in front of the ball of Hoyt. Hoyt's clearance goes straight out of place. Now we'll have a throw halfway inside the Biggleswade half. We got about 11 minutes to go before the half time interval. Chapman comes across to take this throw. Referee saying it came out quite deep in the Biggleswade. I say deep, it's only about 5 or 6 yards. Quick throw by Chapman towards Lynch. Back towards Chapman. Chapman takes the ball back in towards Lynch. Lynch now spreads the ball here towards Hollis. Hollis got a bit of space here to bring it out if he needs to. Finds Wells. Wells immediately closed down well by Daniel, but Wells decides to come inside and play the ball. Gets to the halfway line. Shreds it to Togwell. Togwell now towards Chapman. So now just looking for a bit of a run down the side. Togwell still with the ball at his feet. Back towards Chapman. Chapman in towards Manny Williams. Manny with a little dink ball towards Lynch. Lynch to Togwell. So keeping the ball well here, just trying to progress. Oh, ball in towards Williams. Well spotted by him. In towards Lynch. Lynch plays it behind Wells, and Wells has to just come back a little bit. Gets a chance for Daniel to come on, but Wells just goes past him. Still running with the ball as well. Still going. He's got a score already. He keeps going, and he's still running. Oh, it's just taken off his feet as he got to the edge of the penalty box, but his ball clearances only comes as far as Dobson. Now Dobson trying on the outside. Gets across in near post towards Flood. Flood gets the ball inside the 6-yard box. He's got Dobson on the overlap. Oh, it's just played a little bit behind. Shane Hill can clear. And now finds Daniel here for Biggleswade. Plays it down the line, looking for Bailey. Bailey holding the ball up well. Lynch slips back towards Daniel. Daniel trying to find the runner Parker. But Inns comes across, hits that one onto the roof of the main stand. Is it going to roll off? No, it's not. The ball's gone. So it's a throw to Biggleswade here. Couple of feet in, about 10 feet inside the Slough half. Walker the right back to take this throw. Walker with the throw finds Parker. Parker good control, but just turns into Togwell. Togwell's robbed of the ball by Daniel. Daniel finds Bailey. Bailey trying to run through. Togwell again comes and covers for Slough. Got the ball at the byline, just chased down by Bailey. Plays it only as far as Walker. Walker chips the ball straight down, and Togwell again headers the ball away. He's looking at the linesman to say that he was being fouled, but the linesman says no. It's a throw here for Biggleswade, and again Montgomery will be the player that takes this throw. And John Underwood just throws the ball straight at Trent Phillips, not on purpose. But there you go. It's going to be a throw here, about 25 yards away from goal. Montgomery just looking to put this ball into the box. Big long throw. Inns rises high, only as far as Hill. Hill has time to shoot, but he's it straight at Lynch in the back. Then comes through to Manny Williams. Lynch holds the ball up well now on the far hand side. Finds Chapman. Chapman's got acres of space to run into here. This time he's going to switch the ball though towards Flood. Flood up against Walker. Walker wins the header. And that's got to be a free kick, referee. How can you not give that? That is unbelievable. The ball was about to fall to Dobson. Daniel just comes across, pushes into the ground, and the referee says it's not a foul. Ball played in here towards Manny Williams. Headed away though. Comes back here towards Daniel. Daniel can turn. Has the ball at his feet, trying to find in. Lynch comes in, slides and wins the ball back here towards Togwell. In towards Flood. Flood goes well past Fielding. Still running with the ball. Now he's got Dobson on the outside. Dobson will take a touch. Here's his shot. Oh, it's just gone wide of the post as Dobson hammered it goalwards. And another chance for the Rebels. And unfortunately for them, another chance that they haven't capitalised on. And with 8 minutes of this first half to go, it is Slough Town 0, Biggleswade 1. And John Underwood just having a chat to the linesman on this near hand side saying, how can you not give a foul for that? I can't say a word because I've seen this referee before and I have judgments I would not like to broadcast on air. But who cares? It's a goal kick to Biggleswade. And Gooch with this kick aimed towards Bailey. Well won there by Hollis, but it's headed away by Perry. Hollis gets another one there. There should have been a foul there on Hollis as Hinge next with the header. Comes only as far as Daniel. Down with the ball over, trying to find Bailey. Hollis comes across and does well to clear the ball, or gives the ball away though to Montgomery. Lynch has to come back and challenge. The ball has come out here towards Hicks. His ball hits Hollis, comes up towards Flood trying to find Manny Williams. It hits Fielding, who almost handballs it. Togwell wins the ball back for Slough. Then Shane Hill with the clearance. Togwell catches it. Referee says no foul. Good ball here with Guy Hollis. Hollis with the ball forwards, trying to find Walker. Dobson heads the ball well into the box, and Flood's trying to get there. Perry gets there first. Flood's looking for a penalty, but that is never a penalty in a million years, and it's Gooch who gathers the ball in his hands here, and he just slows the game down here, and the referee just letting a few challenges go for both teams here. Both teams expecting fouls, not being given, and long kick here, well won by Inns. Inns rises high with the header. It's gone out of play for a throw to Biggleswade on the halfway line. Perry in no hurry to take this throw on that far side. And Kettering were 1-0. I'm just going to watch this bit. Perry with this throw, aimed towards Parker, well won by Inns, flicked on by Lynch, only as far as Hill, scorer of the only goal in the game. Trying to find Parker. Parker does well, evades two challenges, but then comes towards Wells. Oh, Wells brilliant, takes it past Daniel, runs with the ball, goes it 10 miles. Togwell doesn't look, and it's a ball robbed off him by Hicks, and now Daniel's got acres of space here because Wells is out of position. Lynch is going to come back. Daniel shoots, oh, what a save! And then Daniel's shot, it looked like it was going wide. It did start to curl in. Turner with a great fingertip save, pushes it onto the post. It falls out, and Bailey was trying to get there, but it was Hollis in the end who got a foot to it and pokes it out for a corner. Slough were unlucky. They gave the ball away there in centre midfield. Togwell didn't get a shout that there was a man on, and that could have been costly for Slough. Both teams have hit the post now in this game, and it's a corner on the far hand side which Daniel will go to take for Biggleswade. 5 minutes left of this first half. And again, an in-swinging corner for the Rebels to defend. Goes near post. Jackman heads the ball back only towards the centre. Comes through, bounces around. Ball still bouncing around. Thompson's get there. Warren Harris hooks the ball out. Actually finds Flood. Lovely little ball in here towards Wells. Now Slough on the counter-attack. They've got 3 against 3. Ball falls to Wells in towards Williams. Williams has got Dobson, Wells and Flood with him. But Biggleswade have got players back. Ball in towards Dobson. Dobson finds Flood on this far-hand side. Flood now closed down. Sees Lynch. Lynch brings the ball forwards for Slough. Just plays a ball in towards Dobson. Dobson finds Williams. Williams turns on the halfway, on the penalty area, in towards Flood. Now towards Wells. Wells towards Dobson. Dobson will take a touch. Just needs a bit of space to try and find a gap. Finds Wells on this near hand side. Wells puts a lovely cross in. Far post is Harris! Warren Harris at the far post guides in. And on 41 minutes from a great cross there by George Wells. Warren Harris gets the equaliser for the Rebels, and he scores with his head yet again. It's 1-1 here now, and that was a lovely bit of play there by Slough. Great cross by Wells, and Warren Harris at the back post. He loves coming in at that back post. He just guides his header, plants it past Gooch, and it's 1-1 here at Arbour Park. Kettering are 2-0 up in their game against Merthyr. Let's just see what else we've got. Trying to find some other scores quickly before Biggleswade take the kick-off. Biggleswade with the kick-off. Daniel here towards Hill. Hill with the chipped ball forwards, finding Parker. Parker does well, takes it on his chest. Togwell gets in there first. Ball falls to Bailey, and this time the referee says that is a foul. And it's a free kick here to Biggleswade, roughly about 30 yards away from goal. And Hitchin are 2-0 up in their game. Banbury still 1-0 up. And it's a free kick here for Biggleswade, around about 30 yards away from the Slough goal. And it looks as though Montgomery or Hill are going to be the two players lining this one up. Whether it's a shot at goal, I'm not sure, but It's taken quickly towards Hill. Hill blasts it, hits it straight at the wall. Then gets a second chance to put it in. Headed away well by Hollis. It'll come full here towards Dobson. Dobson with the ball down the line towards Flood. Flood holds it up on the halfway line. Gives it back towards Wells. Wells with the ball forward. Looking for the run of Dobson, and Dobson can break through here. The goalkeeper just gets there first. But some good play by Slough. And yet again coming down this left-hand side where George Wells is having an excellent game. And the ball here with Gooch, who's just starting to... Still not going to take his time. I think he's just happy with the ball in his hands. Aren't we all really? Hollis with the defensive header. Flicked on by Lynch. Tries to come through to Williams, but hooked up in the air by Hill. Perry with a header. And ball comes through and it falls nicely here towards Bailey. Bailey trying to find Hicks. Flood has to come back and help defend. In towards Daniel. Daniel's touch finds the centre-back Fielding. Fielding has plenty of time on the ball. Trying to switch it on the far-hand side. Looking for Montgomery. But Jackman heads the ball away. Finds Warren Harris. Harris up against Perry. Perry and Harris. Perry falls back. He kind of hooks the ball out of play. I thought that was a foul. The referee says it wasn't. It's a throw to Slough. Just as well I'm not refereeing this game, really. Jackman about to take the throw, but just being urged by the referee to go back 3 feet and then walks the 3 feet back to where he stood. Throw comes in, comes off the head of Montgomery, bounces around, Hicks off his chest, and then Hill just hammers that ball backwards, but that will go all the way through to Turner in the Slough goal. And Turner then looking to find Dobson again on this left hand side. Dobson trying to get the ball, misses it, and is actually offside. So it's a free kick to Biggleswade, first offside of the game, that is. So there you go. We haven't had an attendance done yet. So Mr. Stevens from the local rag is off to take his position for the crossbar challenge, as Gooch comes across to take this free kick for Biggleswade. It's about halfway inside his own half, and signalled by the referee to try and get on with this. Takes this long free kick, aiming towards Parker. Hollis is the person with a header. 3 minutes of added time to be added on. There's an offside here, and it's quite strange because Hicks wasn't in an offside play. Who was the player that played the ball? But the linesman's given offside, so who knows? 3 minutes injury time for that injury to Alan Innes, who's been fine since. He's got almost like a rugby head guard on his head here at the moment. So Turner with this free kick aimed towards Flood. Flood up against Fielding. Comes off the head of Fielding. Will come towards Hill. Hill just skies that one high and will come and hit the tunnel. Hits the tunnel. Bounces back towards George Wells. Wells, quick throw in here towards Lynch. Gives the ball back towards Wells. Wells looks up. Has the ball still at his feet. Flicks on the far hand side. Looking for Warren Harris. Harris up against Perry. Harris wins the header in towards Manny Williams. Manny Williams tries to turn. Shoots. Good save though by Gooch. Down low to his left. Shot there by Manny Williams. But the keeper's alert to that one. And a good save means it's still 1-1 here as we got 2.5 minutes before half time and the crossbar challenge, which I gotta say I'm dying to see. Gooch with this long kick. Aiming to here towards Parker. Parker again beaten by Hollis, but Hollis heads it against Parker's head, and it means that Wells has to come back and guide a header back towards Turner in the Slough goal. And Turner just again waiting, trying to find the ball here towards Flood. Flood gets a little push in the back, not seen by the referee. Hill gets a touch of the ball, and surprisingly for the guy that scored a goal from about a yard out, I don't think he's kept the ball inside the field yet, and it's a throw to Slough, just a couple of yards inside the Biggleswade half. Quickly taken towards Dobson, towards Wells. Wells drills it across. Well taken on the chest there by Jackman. Jackman trying to play the ball in towards Williams. Williams holds the ball up, just looking for some help. Telling Jackman where he's going to put it. Gives it to Jackman in that position. Jackman comes back though all the way towards Lynch. Lynch has to come away from the goal. Chipping the ball forwards, trying to find Flood too close to the goalkeeper, and Gooch takes that down easily. And we've got about a minute and 15 seconds before half time. We'll run through the half time scores with you as well. Gooch has the ball in his hands, finally kicks the ball, goes wide here, and Wells takes it down well on his chest. He's got a man behind him, but flicks the ball forwards here, looking for the run of Williams. Fielding's there. Fielding trying to guide it home. Oh, it's a mistake by the two. Oh, referee, you. Oh my word, that is disgraceful. The goalkeeper, Gooch, and Fielding run into each other. Fielding falls over, falls on top of the goalkeeper. It leaves Manny Williams clear, and the referee blows for a foul. Manny Williams wasn't even near him. And if you look at the size of the defender's about 1.5 feet taller than him. That is terrible refereeing. Just two players run into each other, gives the ball to Slough, and he calls it back for a free kick. That is atrocious. Long kick here by Gooch, comes off the head here of Daniel, means that Hollis has to hook the ball away on the edge of the 18-yard line, hooks it deep, high over the air. Warren Harris and Perry underneath it, both of them clash, comes off Perry last, does it does, and the referee says with 4 seconds before half-time that is enough of the first half. It is Slough Town 1, Biggleswade 1 here at Arbour Park. Biggleswade taking the lead with Shane Hill scoring from about a yard out on 24 minutes from a corner. Slough equalising through Warren Harris on 41 minutes. A great cross there by George Wells. And it's half-time here at Arbour Park. Now we've got a crossbar challenge which is going on, so we managed to get a few players and people signed up to the crossbar challenge. Now I think this is going to be the best half-time entertainment you're ever going to hear. Do not go and make a cup of tea. Basically we have got fans who have pledged a £5 to take part in this, and what they're going to do from the edge of the D of the centre circle, so the centre circle, the edge of that D, they have got to try and hit the crossbar behind one of the goals. Now, having seen the age of some of these people, it wouldn't be. I doubt if I could walk that far, let alone kick a ball that far. This could be some great half-time entertainment. We'll see how it goes. The people are just being called on, so it's all in good. I'm commentating. There are a couple of people here who are a little bit anxious because I've already told them that I'm commentating on what's going to happen here. So I've been told to be polite and not be my usual unbiased self, of course, as if I am anything else ever. I will try and get the half-time scores for you as well, but this I think is going to be the highlight of my day. And I'm just going to see if we can grab someone's attention. I haven't got a list of names on for, so it might just have to be. Right, so we've got Vinnie Ryan. So they've all been given boots here from the Slough Town. So Vinnie Ryan is coming up here to take this crossbar challenge, and it is being filmed by FC Video, who have gone down onto the thing, and this is going to be fun. So they're going to place the ball down, and on the D, so they're shooting from right to the goal to the right. So this is Vinnie Ryan who's taking the first attempt to hit the crossbar. But if you win, I believe you win 150 quid. I am surprised, Mr. Chairman. Why are you not involved? Oh, the chairman says he's going to have to go there, and Ryan misses that first effort, well wide of the goal. So I might not have all the names of the people that come and do this. He's been given another chance here, so it looks like there's only about 10 or 11 people. So this is Vinnie Ryan with a second chance of the crossbar challenge. Chips the ball. He gets that. It landed in the D of the. Sorry. He only kicked it from the centre circle to the D of the 18-yard line. That's not going to hit the. This is somebody Barnard. I missed his first name. My apologies. I'm too busy laughing. Mr. Barnard's going to have a go here. They're all dressed in these lovely blue trainers that you get from the council. So he's going to have a go. Oh, he's got it. It landed on the penalty spot. I think they're going to. This is somebody called Louis. I'm missing the names. I hope this doesn't go on forever because I don't think anyone's going to get it near the goal, let alone the crossbar at the moment. This is a lefty, so this could be good. Oh! It's bounced on the it's bounced on the penalty spot. The ball's just about gone towards the goal. Right, we've got Lee Hunter, Mark Hunter, the kitman's son. He's having a go here, and he should have at least a decent better chance of getting it close. Oh! He's just missed it by the first player that's actually kicked it towards the goal and got it that distance. I missed the names. I don't care. Sorry. Somebody Hodges, I don't know who's coming up. Someone's having a go. My apologies, I didn't catch his name. So he looks like a young lad here. He could well get a better chance here. He's going to have an effort. He takes a aim. Oh, it's close. It's close. Oh, it just bounces in the goal. That's the closest one so far. And we're waiting for the names. Who? Something called Phil. Just Phil. That's all we've got. And Phil's going to come and have a go. Young lad. He looks like he's got it. He chips it. Go. Oh, it's close. It's close. Oh, we got a winner! We've got a winner. Phil gets it onto the corner of the crossbar. I don't know if the management team are watching. Sign him up. So we got some other kid coming. I ain't got a clue their names. I'm missing all of it. It's just too much fun on a Saturday afternoon here. And he takes it. He just about gets it into the penalty area. Never mind. But it's all about the participation, isn't it? So we've got another person called Ryan having a go here. And I thought he was going to take a run up and smack it then. He's just placed it down. He's marching it out. He looks like he's going to go. Oh, he's got it close. It's going. Oh, he just misses it. Just bounces across the line. Good effort there by Ryan. I'm trying to catch the names. So this is the Observer reporter Rob Stevens. I've got to be kind. He said I'm not allowed to take the mickey out of him. So let's see where it goes. Okay, less said about that the better. Just can safely say that Rob Stevens should stick to reporting rather than football. And we're supposed to have a guy from the council come and do it, but I don't think he's taking it. I think he's chickened out. So we've got a couple. I'm sure there's a couple more people who haven't had a go yet. I can see a couple of people. So they're just conferring names. That's what it is. We're having got someone called Callum having a go. He looks young. He's got a run up. He goes. He aims. Oh, it's close. It's a corner. We got another winner. We should do this every game. What a brilliant idea. We've got two winners. We've got Derek. Somebody called Derek. I haven't got any surnames, I'm afraid. Just Derek. Derek he's got glasses on. He's got to be good. He's got no hair and glasses. He's got to be good. Come on now. We're just waiting to clear a ball up. If he hits out, he ain't got no chance of hitting the crossbar. This is Derek. Derek comes up. He's almost hit the corner flag. Thank God they ain't got the surnames. We get sued. We've got Aaron coming up now. So this is the final one. So we've got two that have hit it. This is upset. No. Well, it's crossed the byline. That's the main thing. So I don't know what's going. Whether they're going to share the prize. So there you go. £150 prize is being split by I believe it was Callum and I can't remember, but it was all in aid of Prostate Cancer UK, and that is the main thing. We've had some good fun with it, and I don't mean to, if I've offended anyone, it is purely just for charity, and a huge round of applause I think for all of them for doing that. So they're just having some photos taken here, and they're is that it? They're going to all come off? They're all going to come off. I think they should all get a round of applause. We'll clap them off. They've all for Prostate Cancer UK, which is what all today is about. Obviously, apart from the 3 points. That's the other thing. Right, so now that that's over, we are going to see if we can find some half-time scores. The fun is over. It's back to the doldrums of my voice. Let's see what we can find here in the Southern Premier League half-time scores for you. Alright, Hitchin are 2-0 up. There is something, I know you have to click on it and it comes up. There's FA Trophy games as well. Let's just see what else. We've got Dunstable nil, Farnborough nil. Gosport nil, Bishop Stortford 2. We're trying to see what else we can find. Maidenhead United 1, Aldershot 2. Oh, there we go. Look, this is what I want. I'll click on this and then I can do it properly because that'll be a first. There, and well, don't normally do things properly. I don't know when we're starting today. Let's have a look at what we've got in the Evo Stick Southern Premier. It's Basingstoke 1, Banbury 1, Chesham nil, Royston nil, Dunstable nil, Farnborough nil, Frome 1, St Neots nil, Gosport Borough nil, Bishop Stortford 2, Hereford nil, Dorchester 1, Hitchin 2, Stratford nil, Kettering 2, Merthyr nil, Kings Langley 1, Redditch nil, Slough versus Biggleswade, we know is 1-1, St Ives 1, Tiverton 1, and Weymouth 1, Kings Lynn nil. Those are your Southern Premier League half-time scores. And we are hopefully going to be back for the start of the second half. Some of the Slough players are already out there, most probably just looking at the talent that has been out there. As Mr. Stevens, you'll be pleased to know I was very kind about your effort. But the common thing is I think you should stick to reporting. Yeah, we're all agreed on that. Excellent reporter. Yeah, we won't say anything about his footballing skills, but great. Thank you for taking part. Like I say, it's all in aid of prostate cancer, and it's all good fun here. So we're just going to wait for the start of the second half. It'll be a little bit delayed because of that head injury to Inns. It will start around about 4 minutes past. We've got about 4 minutes to go before the second half starts. Now players are already out there. The Biggleswade subs are out there, and there you go. We're just waiting as people. No attendance figure yet here today, but with the special offers here that's been going on, should be a good crowd. There is just a little bit of team news for you that Harrison Gilks, who made his debut for the Rebels after 13 months of injury hell on Monday night, has gone on loan to Bracknell Town, and this I believe is on a weekly basis just to see how he goes, and if Slough have some injuries they may need to call him back. But it's good to see Harrison Gilks on Monday night play 45 minutes and come through well, as good as it could be for him. So there you go. We are just where some of the games have already kicked off already in the Southern Premier League in the second half. We are a little bit behind as we're literally waiting for Biggleswade and the referee. So yes, it's just come over a little bit chilly here at Arbour Park as well, and Slough seem to be in good spirits on the field, and just seeing Jack Turner joke with Mark Nisbet and goalkeeper coach Trent Phillips. So there we go. We're just going to see if what else is going on around. Oh dear, the Salisbury game. So I'll put this appeal out because they have put it on Twitter. An official is urgently needed. Our referee has been injured. We need an assistant referee in order for the match to start. So if you are anywhere near Salisbury and you are a referee, get down there because they've lost the referee. He's gone off injured. And so there you go. We do our best for any non-league club out there. So if you are on any officiating skills, you've got to be properly classed. You can't just say you're the referee. I know the one here today is mostly just turned up and said he's the referee and got away with it, but you can't do that normally. And so they'll call out for a referee. The bar pack's behind us this afternoon, and fair few beers being drunk, and we're just killing time before the start of the second half. It's very interesting. So here come Biggleswade, and here comes the officials. So hopefully the second half will be kicking off any second now. And Rob Stevens has gone back to reporting, which is where he should be. And we're just moments away from, I think, Jack Turner goal. We're missing a couple of goalkeepers here. Jack Turner just going back to his goal. And the only person we're waiting for now is the goalkeeper Gooch, who finally comes out of the tunnel area. And we await the referee to start the second half. Second half, Slough will be shooting from left to right. And we're just... The stadium announcer just going through the half times, and I don't see what the referee's waiting for. It's the goalkeepers, linesmen. I'm looking for everything. We seem to have everybody. Yeah, everyone's ready. Come on, Mr. Referee, Slough have the kick-off. And it's Togwell with the ball back towards Lynch. Lynch smacks the ball forwards, looking for Dobson on the far hand side. Comes off the head of Walker. Flood gets there first, gets his shoulder to the ball, in towards Williams. Williams just plays the ball behind Lynch, and it's through to Parker. Parker with the ball up towards Bailey. Bailey finds Daniel on the far hand side. Daniel does well, plays it in here towards Bailey. Bailey towards Parker, back towards Hill. Biggleswade just playing the ball back, finds Wheat. Wheat has plenty of time on the ball, chips the ball forwards, looking for the run of Daniel. It hits him on the shoulder, comes into the penalty area. Stooping header by Inns, who manages to clear the ball into the path of Lynch. Lynch finds Dobson. Lynch put under pressure, gives the ball to Wells. Wells with the clearance. Only finds Shane Hill. Hill's ball will find Daniel, the captain of Biggleswade. Leaves it for Hicks. Back towards Daniel, in towards Hill. Biggleswade just keeping the ball a little bit better this start of this second half. In towards Parker. Parker comes deep. Finds space to find the left back Perry. Perry with a bit of space inside him, finds Hill. Hill immediately plays the ball in towards Montgomery, in towards Parker. Good play here by Biggleswade. Lynch with the tackle, heavy tackle. Ball played in, it hits Inns just as Bailey was just trying to get the other side. Comes off the head of Montgomery, and that will go out for a goal kick to the Rebels. And the Slough fans are just making a little bit of noise behind the goal there. And still waiting for Turner just to go and get the ball, and the game will restart with a Slough goal kick. And Turner just take this kick, long kick down the field, aim towards Dobson again, up against Walker. Dobson leaves the ball to run, comes through to Daniel. Daniel hooks the ball high in the air. Togwell's underneath it for Slough. Good header towards Lynch. Lynch's ball only finds Walker, in towards Hicks. Lynch wins the ball back, comes through to Williams. Williams finds Wells is in an advanced position for Slough on that left hand side. He digs it back here towards Dobson. Dobson crosses immediately into the box, looking for Flood, comes through here towards Warren Harris. It was hit it on the half volley, but wide of the goal. But Warren Harris again with a chance there. And now the Slough fans make a little bit of consecutive noise, and it's a goal kick here for Biggleswade. And we'll keep an eye out for an attendance figure to be announced, but the West Stand, the main stand that we're sitting in, is quite full of people, a lot of people around, so see what the attendance is on this non-league day. Let's just see if we find anything else that's going on. There's again Gooch, no hurry to take this goal kick. You could put kettle on, make cup tea by the time he takes it. Long kick by him, aimed well, one by Lynch. Comes in towards Harris. Harris is flicked it in here towards Flood. Flood with the ball at his feet, running past Hill. Still got Jackman on the overlap. Just Jackman pushed wide, keeps the ball in well, up against Perry. Now finds Togwell. Togwell crosses first time, too close to the goalkeeper, and he gathers that ball well. And we'll wait another half an hour before Gooch kicks it out. He's still got it. I'll tell you when he kicks. You can time it. See how long it takes. Here he goes. Here he goes. Finally kicks it out. It's a low ball. Headed away though by Togwell. Togwell then wins the second header. Ball will come through here towards Flood. Flood inside the centre circle. Gives the ball to Warren Harris. Harris is set to turn away. Brings the ball down this right hand side. Looking for an option. Gives it to Jackman. Jackman with the ball in towards Dobson. Dobson flicks the ball towards Flood just over his head. And it's hooked clear by Perry. And then Lynch does well to win the header, but only as far as Hill. Into a bit of head tennis here. Hicks with the ball. And tries to give it towards Hill. Hill closed down well by Lynch. Lynch throwing everything at it. Ball squirms out here towards Montgomery. Montgomery's ball headed high by Hollis, but Dobson misses it ball totally. Then missed by Williams. Comes off the shoulder of Hill to find Fielding. Fielding gives it to Daniel. Daniel chased down by Dobson to Walker. Back towards Fielding. Fielding put down on pressure from Williams, and Gooch has to, under pressure, clear the ball. And it's gone out of play for a throw to the Rebels. So 1-1 still here, the score at Arbour Park. We'll keep an eye on the scores of the second half. As Wells with the ball goes all the way back to his goalkeeper from the halfway line, and Biggleswade's manager urging his team forward. Ball played forward. That'll be a free header there for the right back Walker, and Walker's header missed by Montgomery. Comes through to Harris. Harris takes a touch, finds Jackman. Jackman with a bit of space here to run into. He's got Ron Harris running with him. Finds Lench. Lench digs across. Oh, he's going for goal, and it's just wide of the goal there. I think that was a shot more than anything, but Gooch caught off his line, just wide of the goal though, and it would have been a good effort in the crossbar challenge, but unfortunately not. St Neots 1, Redditch 1. Redditch have equalised there, and referee again just telling Gooch to hurry up with his goal kicks. He's not in any real hurry at the moment, and Gooch to finally take this goal kick, and again hits it long, aimed towards Parker. Parker beaten well by Inns. Inns' header comes towards Dobson. Dobson flicks the ball on, looking for the run of Manny Williams. Williams up against Fielding. Oh, Williams gets in there first. Slough trying to win the ball, but it's just come through to Hicks, who has time to clear, only as far as Togwell. Togwell under pressure from Montgomery, gives the ball to Lench. Lench just overruns the ball and keeps hold of it, finds Wells. Wells back in towards Lench. Lench under pressure from Parker, just gets a little touch from one of his ex-Hitchin teammates in towards Jackman. Jackman closed down, ball play forwards to Ron Harris, hits Harris on the head and is given away. Slough trying to win the ball back, comes through here towards Bailey. Bailey caught there, and after the fans by us didn't think that was a foul, but that was a clear foul by Inns. Caught the player first, not the ball, but the referee just having a word with Alan Inns. Took him a while to give that decision. Got it right in the end, but I think it was only because the Biggleswade players actually appealed for it. And it will be a free kick to Biggleswade, a couple of feet inside the Slough half. Shane Hill will be the player that takes this free kick. Hoyt has gone forwards for Biggleswade, comes off the head of Hoyt, goes to the far post where Parker will keep the ball in, chips it looking for Montgomery. Montgomery rises high but can't head it anywhere near the goal, and it's gone out of play for a goal kick. So almost 7 minutes gone here of the second half. It's Slough 1, Biggleswade 1. Slough just warming up a couple of substitutes down this near side. There's John Underwood just barking some instructions at his players, and Turner will take this goal kick for Slough. Again, drilled down the middle of the field, looking for Williams. Williams will take it down on his feet. Good touch by him. Has the ball there. Now delivering the ball in towards Dobson. Dobson will turn inside. He's got Wells on the outside if he needs him. Gives it towards Lench. Lench looking as if he wants to take a shot, just being forced wide. Still with the ball here. In towards Jackman. Jackman just has to go and stop. So now just looking for the ball in towards Warren Harris. Harris can turn here, up against Hoyt. Does Wells go past a couple of changes. Harris still with the ball. Chips it far post over the head of Williams, and it comes off Daniel. Daniel's touch is poor and he manages to clear it, but only for a throw. Wells will take the throw quickly towards Dobson. Dobson lets the ball run across his body, then in towards Togwell. Togwell back towards Wells. Wells against Daniel. Wells wins it back, but he's offside. So free kick to Biggleswade here. They'll leave it for the goalkeeper, Gooch. And Gooch again, I'll tell you when it takes it. This is finally takes the free kick. And Gooch, long ball down. It's well won by Wells, but it comes through here towards Parker. Parker trying to flick the ball off, gets it off in, goes out for a throw to Biggleswade, halfway inside the Slough half. And they're going to leave it for Montgomery to put a long throw into the box. So Montgomery trying to put this long throw, aimed towards Hoyt. It's come off the head of Fielding into the arms of Turner in the Slough goal. Turner now trying to release Williams there with a long kick down the side, up against Walker. Walker allows the ball to bounce, which means that only Williams can win the ball back. Trying to dink it in towards Dobson. Shane Hill comes across to get a touch for it. Oh, Dobson robs off him in the corner. Dobson still with the ball, plays it in. Warren Harris, it comes off the left back Perry. And Warren Harris could be on a hat-trick here at the moment. And now you get some noise from the Slough fans behind the goal. It's a corner to Slough, which I think they're going to let Lench take. It's from the far-hand side, so we'll see. It does look like Lench will be the player that goes across to take this corner. And in swinging corner, it will be for Slough. And Lench just floats this one in, near post. Inns gets his head to it, but heads it way over the top of the bar and out for a goal kick. So as we wait for the ball to come in, let's see if we can find some scores from half time. Hereford have equalised. Hereford 1, Dorchester 1. Chesham have got a penalty, but can't see if they've scored it yet. Long ball forward, in toward Inns. Inns wins the header well, comes out towards Dobson. Dobson flicks the ball on, trying to find Flood. Fielding sticks leg out, wins the ball, finds Hill, in towards Parker. Parker plays the ball wide, but that will be easily won here by Jackman. And Jackman just plays the ball in, looking for Williams. Williams holds the ball up deep, then goes back towards Inns. Inns will spread to Hollis. So now keeping the ball well this second half, up towards Wells. Wells finds Flood. Flood just has to come back deep. Here's Dobson with the ball. Dobson gets a cross in straight away, looking for Togwell. Oh, Togwell, it was just by the penalty spot. Tried to, it just timed his run a little bit wrong. Had to kind of stoop to header it, and heads it wide of the goal and out for a goal kick. Still here with 11 minutes gone of the second half. Slough 1, Biggleswade 1. And there seems to be penalties galore around in here. Chesham's penalty was saved. So Gooch with the long ball. Wales does well to head the ball on, but Walker sees it out of play for a throw to Biggleswade. And it'll be Walker to take this throw on the far hand side. Finds Daniel. Daniel's header flicked on and booted clear by Hollis. It'll come here towards Perry. Perry with a good header forwards. Inns rises high to win the ball for Slough. Only as far as Hill. Hill trying to find Perry, but Flood's in there first. And now plays the ball in here towards Harris. Harris nods the ball down, just keeps the ball in on this near hand side. Runs down the near flank, trying to get a cross in. Hits it at Perry. It's gone out for a corner to Slough. And who's taking this one? Dobson or Lench? They're going to leave this one for Lench to take, so Lench will take this one. This will be... he's going to hit this one with his right foot, so it's an outswinging corner here for Slough. So Slough with second corner of the second half. I think that's the second corner of the game they've actually had. So Lench signalling what he wants to do. Slough just go through. Comes to the near post. It's Flood who picks the ball up. It's hit near, drilled in by Lench, hitting towards Flood on the almost on the penalty spot, but just drills the ball wide of the goal. But a good chance there by the Rebels. But out for a goal kick. And you can count the number of hours until Gooch takes this goal kick. I'll tell you when. That's right. It's like watching paint dry. Fine, is he going to take it? No? Yes? No? Yes? No? Right, so there, finally takes the goal kick. Aimed towards Daniel. Daniel beaten well by Wells, but it's only as far as Hill. Hill's ball hits Togwell and in towards Lench. Lench will find left back Wells. Wells chips the ball down looking for Williams. Williams trying to find Dobson. Ball comes through and then Williams just wins the ball well in the corner. Goes past a couple of players. Still does really well. Now finds the ball in here towards Lench. Lench looks up, shoots from distance. Hits Parker. Back out towards Jackman. Oh, and Jackman shoots. He's cleared the top of the crossbar there. But good play by Slough. And Jackman, who's already scored once so far this season, looking for a second, but not that time, just a little bit too high and over the bar. So we'll see if we can find some scores as we wait for the goal kick. Hereford have just been awarded a penalty. Gooch, long kick here by him, again aimed towards Bailey, well won by Inns. Inns was off the chest of Williams, but Shane Hill gets his body in there first, flicks the ball forwards and then Parker was there just to try and get the ball, but well defended by Hollis. Finds Wells. Wells in towards Lynch. Lynch now spreads it here to Chapman. Chapman keeps this ball in. He's got a bit of space to run into. Has the ball at his feet. Togwell wants the ball. Gets the ball. Togwell now towards Harris. Harris back towards Togwell. Lynch is in position if he needs him. Gives it to Lynch. Lynch chipping the ball forward, looking for the run of Flood. Flood lets it go over his chest. Gives it back here towards Warren Harris. Harris with a chip in the box. Oh, there's just no one at the back post. Dobson had come into a central position. It's gone through to Daniel on that far hand side. Daniel has time to clear. Long ball down by him. And Hollis will head back to his goalkeeper Turner. Good defending there by Guy Hollis. And Turner immediately just throws the ball straight out here towards Chapman. Chapman chipping the ball in to avoid Flood. Well headed away though by Hoyt. It'll come all the way through here towards Hollis. Hollis out to Wells. Wells trying to go past Daniel. Daniel just puts his body in the way and wins the ball back. Finds Hill. Hill just runs into trouble and manages to finally get the ball towards Walker, and the two of them play a little 1-2. Ball played forwards, but Hollis has got plenty of time to smash that one down the field, looking for Flood. Flood up against Hoyt. Hoyt gets his foot to the ball first. In finds Hill towards Daniel. Game just a little bit scrappy here. Ball down the line, looking for the run of Nathan Hicks. Hollis will chase that one. Hicks is still running with him, and Hollis has to defend. Treads on the ball and then has to poke it out for a throw to Biggleswade, right by the corner flag there, and Hicks chasing a lost ball there. Does work to win a throw for Biggleswade. I'm just waiting for Montgomery to go over to take this throw, so a long ball will come into the box, and Montgomery just arching his back over the railings there on that far hand side in towards Hoyt. Hoyt flicks it on, but well gathered by Jack Turner low down. And Turner will just wait and now kicks the ball forward, looking for Flood. Flood here up against Perry. Flood holding on, and Perry just brings him down with a rugby tackle. Perry's looking at the referee saying, well, I haven't done anything, referee. Do you know what? I don't even get that close to my missus. And he's actually going to get a yellow card now. That is silly. I mean, he's pulled him down, but he's nowhere through on goal. The referee has decided that on there you go, 62 minutes, first yellow card of the game goes to Perry. Strange. Just for a little bit of a hug. So Dobson will take this free kick around about 30 yards away goal. It's almost in line down the line of the 18-yard box, so it's Dobson with this free kick aimed into the towards the box, well headed away by Hoyt. Comes off his head. It will be a corner to Slough on the far hand side. So maybe need to try something a little bit different with a tall quadruplet of players in that Biggleswade defence at the moment, including Hill. But Lynch will take this free kick, corner, flicks it in. It's headed off the head of Hill, comes through to Hicks. Hicks launches the ball down the field, only as far as Wells. Wells immediately volleys the ball back in. Comes off the head of Walker, trying to find Hicks. Hicks beat into the ball, finds Bailey, but Bailey's offside. And the linesman that decision, easy decision to give. Bailey was the only player in the Slough half, apart from the goalkeeper, obviously. And it's a free kick to Slough, around about 10 feet inside the Slough half. They can leave it for Turner to take this free kick. Inns has gone up for this one after staying up for the corner. And Turner takes it in. It's aimed at Inns. Inns and Hoyt. Inns wins the header on. It's hooked clear though by Montgomery. And as far as Togwell. Togwell's header finds Lynch. Lynch turns past Parker, his ex-Hitchin Town teammate. Still has the ball at his feet. Chips the ball out here towards Wells. Wells has got plenty of room to bring it forwards. Hits it in with some pace. A mistake there by fielding. Finds Dobson. Smashes it. Good save. And then it was about to fall to Warren Harris, and Perry just poked it wide of him. It's gone out for a throw. Here, are they going to send to Hollis forwards for this? Yeah, they are going to send Guy Hollis forwards for a great shot there by Dobson. Really well saved by Goose. Managed to push the ball out, and good defending by Perry, the left back. But it's a long throw for Slough. Roughly, I'd say 10 yards away from the goal, judging by that little marker thing that's there. And Hollis, long throw into the box. Inns trying to win it. It just comes through on the far hand side to Williams. Williams shoots. It's blocked on the 6-yard line by Fielding. Comes back out towards Williams. Williams trying to create a bit of space, chipping the ball, trying to chip the goalkeeper, and Gooch ends up in the back of the net. But the ball, unfortunately, just goes over the top. And we have played almost 19 minutes of the second half. Still, Slough Town 1, Biggleswade 1. here at Arbour Park on non-league. They still no attendance figure given yet at the moment, so we'll keep our eyes out for that. As Gooch, long ball down the field, aim again towards Bailey, well won by Inns. Togwell can't win it, Hill just launches the ball down. Inns again with another good win, flicked on well by Lench, won by Togwell, but only as far as Hoyt. Hoyt takes the ball down, looking for George Bailey. Bailey beaten to the ball by Hollis. It'll come out here towards Daniel. The two number 7s overgo. Dawson wins it past one. Gets a lucky ricochet. Still running with the ball here. Just overruns it a little bit. Trying to look for a free kick. It's won back by Walker. Out towards Daniel. Daniel finds Hicks. Hicks in towards the captain for Biggleswade Daniel. In towards Montgomery. Ball finds in. Lynch dives in with a challenge. Wins the ball, but Montgomery wins it back. Finds Parker. Parker to Montgomery, bit of space here for Daniel to create a cross in towards the box, looking for Bailey. Bailey goes down, he misses the ball. Warren Harris can clear for Slough, clears long, trying to find the run of Williams. Williams is beaten to the ball by Fielding, comes out here towards Perry. Perry trying to flick the ball on, and Jack Wynn will come across for Slough. Under a bit of pressure here from Bailey, but it's well to clear. Ball up for Williams, easily beaten by Hoyt. Togwell misses it. Parker heads it in, and a shot from distance from Hicks, and Turner sees it well. And it's cleared by him long up towards Fielding, goes down there, and he's claiming an injury. Ball headed forwards. Williams will try and chase, but the goalkeeper comes across, and Fielding just and Fielding will get to his feet. Kettering have gone 3-0 up at Merthyr. Hereford have got 2 quick goals. They are now 3-1 up at Hereford. As the ball finds Dobson on this far hand side. Inside has the ball at his feet, can run with it. He's got Lynch inside him if he needs him. Just goes on the outside, still running with the ball. Looking to shoot from distance, shoots! And he fires it just over the top of the goal there. And it's a good effort there, but it's a goal kick. What else have we got? Chesham 0, Royston 2. 2 quick goals for Royston have given them the lead. And it's still 1-1 here at Arbour Park, as Gooch looks to take this ball forwards. Headed away by Hollis, only as far as Shane Hill, inside the centre circle, just controls it, hits the ball forwards. Ian will come barging in for the ball. That should have been a free kick, but he didn't give it, the referee. And the ball comes up here, hits Montgomery on the leg. The 2 number 11 battling for it. Comes back towards Parker. Parker finds Montgomery. Montgomery trying to turn. Gets a shot in. A good play by him there. The ball's just bouncing around. And it's an effort there by Montgomery. Just bounced around, hit it on the volley. Blind shot, but just wide of the goal. And you can join us if you are listening. You can go onto the YouTube and put some comments on, or if you're listening via, you can tweet us at MyFC Rebels Radio, as the ball kick comes off Walker for a throw to Slough on the far hand side. And Walker could get a yellow card here just for kicking the ball away. Is he going to get a yellow card? He is. Walker gets a yellow card for kicking the ball away after heading it out on 68 minutes. So both fullbacks for Biggleswade are on yellow cards. And it's going to be a long throw for Slough on the far hand side. Hollis will take this. Good 30 yards away from the goal. And Hollis just looking for a signal. Just going to be a huge throw if he gets this one into the box. He throws it towards Dobson. Dobson trying to rise high. Comes off the head of Hicks and flicked on by Parker. Only as far as Jackman. Jackman takes it down on his chest. Gets well with a lucky ricochet. Finds Lynch with the ball. Lynch will find Warren Harris. Harris down his right hand side. Gets a cross in immediately. Oh, Williams with an overhead acrobatic kick. But it just takes... doesn't catch it brilliantly, and it falls into the arms of Gooch. Gooch with the ball forward, looking for Hicks. Hicks does well to run with the ball. Just runs straight into George Wells, and that's a free kick for Biggleswade. Biggleswade just asking for something a little bit different, but the referee says no, just a free kick, no yellow card. And Williams just having a... Is it William? No, it's Dobson. Just being spoken to here by the just for... I'm actually just didn't agree with the decision, but correct decision by the referee. Obstruction was cool. And it will be Parker that will take this free kick. A couple of feet inside the Slough half. They've sent forwards Hoyt, Hill and Fielding. So Slough with some defending to do here. As Parker seems to say that Manny Williams isn't 10 yards away, and then he finally gets on with it. Chips the ball into the box, aimed towards Peacock, hooks away by Fielding, comes through to Hoyt. Hoyt will try and play the ball on to Daniel. Daniel shoots, great save though with his feet by Jack Turner, and out for a corner. No, it's not good. It's actually gone out for a throw. Actually, I thought that gone out for a corner, but good save by Jack Turner with his feet there from the Biggleswade captain Daniel. It's out for a throw, and Montgomery will go across to take this throw right by the corner flag on that far hand side. Slough still with some defending to do. Biggleswade have left the big men up for this throw as Montgomery puts this into the box. Hoyt tries to get it. One well by Togwell to the edge of the area where Daniel shoots. Hits Togwell and comes bouncing out. Hill would try to get there first. Hill up against Dobson. Ball comes in towards Bailey, but well defended by Jackman. Jackman just got a little touch there off Peacock, and the referee says that that's a foul. And then the Biggleswade manager has just thrown the ball in anger onto the pitch. I don't think the referee's seen it, because if he did, I think he would have sent him off. But Turner will take this free kick for Slough quickly. He's going to play it straight down the line. It's gone straight out of play though, and it'll be a throw to Biggleswade right by the home dugout, and it will be Lucas Perry to take this throw for Biggleswade. Just waiting for a couple of players to get into position. Inns wins the header. Lynch trying to flick the ball on, only as far as Jackman. Jackman in towards Flood. Flood gets it on his chest towards Williams. Williams turns. Just tries to play it towards Williams. Gets the second bite of the cherry. Inside towards Dobson. Dobson's got Wells on the overlap. Tries to find him a second time. Does. Wells has now got the ball on the far hand side. Wells looks, chips it. He's gone too close to the goalkeeper, and Gooch easy claim for that one. And he'll just wait for his teammates to get a little bit further up the field before he kicks the ball and launches a long ball down the field. That's gone too far, and Wells takes it on his chest now. Bailey will put him under pressure, but Wells does well to head back towards his goalkeeper Turner. And Turner with a long ball down the field, looking for Flood. Flood and Hoyt up against this one. Both of them miss it. Comes through to Harris. Harris tries to get a flick on there, but it goes all the way through to Gooch in the Biggleswade goal, who's at 1-1 is time wasting, waiting for a Slough player to challenge him to pick the ball up. So it doesn't look like the Biggleswade plan was to come here and win the game. As Gooch now takes another long kick down the field. Inns is underneath that one. Free header by him. Only as far as Montgomery though. Montgomery in towards Parker. Parker just turns into danger. And Slough win the ball back through Inns. Only as far as Hill. Hill challenged by Togwell. Ball screws out of the way through Manny Williams. He can't control it. Comes through to Daniel. Daniel's ball forward. Hollis wins the ball. He's adjudged to have fouled Bailey. And it'll be a free kick to Biggleswade. The referee just saying it's a foul. Bailey's down on the grounds. And free kick to Biggleswade around about 30-35 yards away from the Slough goal. And a couple of Biggleswade players just saying to the referee, is it not a yellow card? And Bailey's fine, he's up on his feet. And it will be a free kick that Montgomery will take. We played 27.5 minutes of this second half, still 1-1 here. And Slough with a two-man wall. Just got to be careful of a little bit of movement here. Montgomery to take this free kick for Biggleswade. Floats it in towards the far post. Inns with the header. And I don't know if he's done that on purpose. If he has, that's brilliant. But Inns has just flicked the ball off. Looked like he was heading it out for a corner, and it actually came off the head of Hoyt at last. It's gone out for a goal kick. And still 1-1 here with 17 minutes of the second half of the game left. And Turner with this long kick down the field, looking for Flood. Flood has left it. Dobson trying to come down. Walker smashes the ball away out for a throw on the far hand side. Slough take a quick throw with Lynch in towards Wells. Wells has a chance to touch and bring the ball forward. He's trying to go past a couple of players, just overruns the ball. Hicks wins it back for Biggleswade. In towards Montgomery. Montgomery centre of his own half. Under pressure from Jackman. Finds Hill. Hill now looking to try and find Hicks on this far hand side. Slough a little bit short of pressure as Jackman's out of position. Warrenhouse has had to come back here. Hicks plays it in towards McGregory. He just put a quick ball in towards Daniel. Plays the ball in, but Parker can't get there first. It's claimed well by Turner. And Turner rolls the ball out here towards Dobson. Back towards Wells. Towards Dobson. Dobson can take it down on his chest. Ball still in play. Now down the line looking for Manny Williams. Williams up against Fielding. Holding the ball. Just shields it well. Keeps the hold of the ball here. Trying to find the run of Flood. Headed away by Hoyt. Into the centre. Togwell wins a header. Oh, it calls 9 litre Flood. He's offside. He scores, but he's offside. So the Slough fans will just calm down a little bit there. And you will see the first substitution of the day. And coming off is Manny Williams. And Darren Alex, who's listening on YouTube, has got it right. Brad Watkins is the man coming on. So Watkins is the player on. Manny Williams is the player off. And that is on 29 minutes. About 74 minutes for that substitution. And it is Manny Williams off and Brad Watkins on. There is an injury to Shane Hill for Biggleswade here as well. So we'll see how that goes. And we're just Shane Hill's just getting some treatment. We are going to see a substitution for Biggleswade. Coming on will be Hugh Alban Jones. I'm just waiting to see who is coming off. I think it will be Shane Hill who comes off. We're just waiting to see if Shane Hill's getting some. They're just going to send him. Yeah. So substitution for Biggleswade is their goal scorer. Shane Hill is off. Coming on is Hugh Alban Jones, and that one is on as well. So that substitution, double substitution, they're two, well, it's not double, but one for either team. So Hugh Alban Jones on for Shane Hill, who's injured, just pulled his hammy by the looks of it, and Brad Watkins on for Manny Williams. Those are the two substitutions of the game so far. We'll try and keep you up to date with some scores as well, as Gooch takes his free kick from just outside his penalty area, aimed towards Bailey, headed away well by Ince, only as far as Daniel. Daniel's header trying to find Parker. Parker takes the touch, holds the ball up well. Lynch gets in there first and robs his ex-Hitchin Town teammate. Lynch just tries to turn, in danger. Oh, and then Hollis under pressure, has to play it back to his goalkeeper. Turner does well to come out and smashes the ball straight down the field here, looking for Dobson. Dobson flicks the ball on. Watkins will try and keep that in on the far hand side, but it's just too much on it. And out for a throw to Biggleswade, around about 5 or 6 yards away from the corner flag. See if we can give you some up-to-date scores here at the moment. As Walker to take this throw on the far hand side. Headed in by Dobson, in towards Togwell. Togwell trying to hold the ball up, 20 yards away from goal. Gives the ball here towards Lynch. Lynch has got Jackman on this near side. Ball played in. Comes off there. Head of Alban Jones. Ball bounces over the head of Gooch, and it's out for a corner. Gooch misjudged the spin on that ball there, and looked like he was going to claim it easily, but the ball just bounced up off the AstroTurf, and now it's Dobson who's going to take this corner for Slough. And it's Dobson, just the referee, just waiting for a little bit of movement here. The linesman just allowing him to take it, is he? Yep. Dobson to take this corner for Slough. Slough just waiting for it. It's been drilled into the near post. Goalkeeper gets a touch to it, and he comes as far as Lynch. Lynch takes it onto his left foot. He shoots. He scuffs it over. Oh, it's just over the top of the bar. It's come off deflection there, and it's out for another corner to Slough. Again, Dobson will take. And now the Slough fans find their voice behind the goal. Dobson with this corner. In swinging corner for Slough. Getting whipped into the near post. Oh, it comes off the head of Watkins. And it's gone all the way across goal for a throw to Slough. Must have taken a deflection off a Biggleswade player as it came off the head of Watkins. It's going to be a throw on the far hand side, which will see Guy Hollis go to take this ball. And if you can hear some shouting, that's the Biggleswade management team just giving some instructions. Hollis trying to launch this ball into the penalty area, aim towards Ince. Ince can't get it. Comes all the way through to Flood. Flood to Warren Harris. Harris shoots. Ball comes, falls boundly. It's cleared in the end by Parker for a throw to Slough. Is it on this near side or a corner? Let's just to see what it was. Is it a corner? Is it a throw? Corner, throw. It's a throw, so now we'll leave this for Hollis to come across and take. So Hollis will put another long throw into the box, right by the corner flag on this near hand side. Hollis, long throw into the box. It comes through to Flood. Flood treads on the ball, and it means that Daniel can clear for Biggleswade, trying to find the run here of Bailey. Bailey up against Wells. Wells will see the ball out, will he? No, he's going to go all the way back to his goalkeeper. Good play here by the left back Wells, who's had a very assured game this afternoon. Here towards Turner. Turner with the ball forwards. Watkins up against Hoyt. Watkins wins the ball. Comes through to Dobson. Dobson just takes a touch in. Finds Lynch. Lynch with a bit of space to run into. Goes past one. Still with the ball at his feet. Finds Watkins. Watkins to shoot. It takes a reflection. It's in! 2-1. Watkins shot. It takes a cruel deflection. Gooch couldn't do anything about it. Watkins had fired the shot in low. Gooch had dived to try and save it. I'm not sure who it came off. It clearly came off a Biggleswade player, but the ball just loops agonisingly over Gooch. He could do nothing but watch it, and it just rolled into the back of the net, and it's given Slough the lead. Watkins will take the goal. The goal coming on 80 minutes. He'll claim it. It's an own goal, but it was on target, and you're going to see a second substitution here for Biggleswade. Coming off is Montgomery, and coming on is Jack Bowen. So Montgomery off, Bowen on. Goal time 80 minutes. So Slough with a 2-1 lead here, and they'll need to hold on to this here. 10 minutes of the game left, and it's Biggleswade with the goal kick taken. Sorry, kick off. Sorry, ball played over, and already a touch there for the substitute Bowen. It's come off Lynch last for a throw to Biggleswade. Perry will be the player that goes to take this throw, and it's around about 10 yards away from the Slough goal. Perry will try and put a long throw into the box with Montgomery off the field here. Ball played in, headed away by Togwell. Will come back out towards Perry. Perry's touch hits Togwell, goes out for another throw, almost exactly the same place as the previous throw came in from. And again, Perry will go across to take this throw. And Perry just again launches the ball in, aimed at Hoyt. Hoyt wins that first header. Ball inside the penalty area. Comes off the head of Watkins. In the penalty area. It's hooked away though by Hollis. And Slough clear. Looking for Flood. Flood up against Walker. Walker's header will come towards Togwell. Slough have a break here now if they want. It's 4 against 3. Ball down the line. It's too far and Warren Harris can't get there. And Togwell just looks as though he's disappointed. Gooch now hurrying his goal kicks up, plays it ball deep in, ends with a great free header, finds Warren Harris. Harris up here against Perry, flicks on well by Warren Harris towards Watkins, back towards Harris, in towards Flood. Flood just trying to flick the ball in towards Watkins, but Watkins has stopped his run. The ball comes here to Alban Jones. His ball up towards Hicks. Hicks trying to flick it here to the other substitute, but it's only as far as Lynch. Lynch inside the centre circle, plays it out towards George Wells. Wells with the ball here towards Dobson. Dobson back towards Wells, just inside the Biggleswade half, towards Dobson, now keeping the ball. Watkins makes a run to pick the ball up. He needs a bit of movement. He hasn't got it and has to turn back towards Lynch. Lynch has to dive in to win the ball. Then Hollis wins it for Slough, only as far as Parker. Parker with a chip ball forward, looking for the run of the substitute Bowen here, and in the end Jackman has to come across. Who came across to clear the ball. It's a throw for Biggleswade on the far hand side, halfway inside the Slough half. I reckon you got about 8 minutes left of the game, plus whatever the referee adds on. Hoyt will come forwards for this throw to come in from, I think it's Walker. All the players are in the Slough half apart from the goalkeeper Gooch. It's going to be Walker the right back to put a long throw here into the box. He's just waiting for it. He's going to make actually a short throw here towards Parker. Parker back towards Walker. Finds the other substitute, Alban Jones. He crosses the ball into the box. Headed away by Watkins, only as far as Hicks. Hicks chips the ball in, looking for Hoyt. Ends with the header away. Then Togwell with the header. Only as far as Alban Jones again. Alban Jones takes a touch. Plays it down the line. Togwell stretches to win the ball. Then Dobson tries to get in there first. Then Togwell. Togwell's clear down the line. And there's a chance here for Flood. Flood up against Perry. Flood's on his own though, and he's got Warren Harris in there if he needs him. Good challenge though by Perry, wins the ball back, and now Walker can bring the ball out here for Biggleswade. Finds on the far side the captain Daniel crossing the halfway line, just with the ball at his feet. Got acres of space to find Hicks looking for a ball inside here towards Bailey. Bailey takes a touch, takes a shot, good shot, but straight at Jack Turner, who calmly grabs that ball and dives on top of it. And he will waste a little bit of time here as the Slough fans finally have some good voice. Ball comes through, it's come off the feet of Fielding. Dobson will keep the ball in on that far hand side. And ball here, Dobson still keep hold of it. And it's here with Wells. Wells just inside the Biggleswade half. Plays the ball in towards Watkins. Scorer, he'll claim that goal for the second goal for Slough. Ball plays it in towards Lynch. Lynch inside the centre circle. Just finds Jackman. Jackman just holds the ball and he'll go all the way back to his goalkeeper. And ball played forwards here from Turner. It's a free header for Walker. Only as far as Wells. Wells' header comes straight back in towards Lynch though. Then back towards Wells. Wells, far forward play. Oh, lovely ball out here towards Warren Harris. Harris has the ball. Can he keep the ball in? No, he can't, unfortunately. But a substitution here for Slough. Coming off is Lee Togwell, and coming on for his 99th game in a Rebel shirt is Nathan Webb, and we have 5 minutes of the game left. So that is Lee Togwell off, Nathan Webb on. Oh, sorry, not Lee Togwell. Sorry, it's James Dobson coming off. My apologies. I got my numbers mixed up. James Dobson is the player off, being replaced by Nathan Webb. And Dobber getting a good round of applause as he comes past the fans in this west stand. And I think Lynch will go to left midfield and Webb will go into the centre. Long throw here by Perry. Watkins does well to head it only as far as Perry. Perry volleys the ball forwards here, and Slough will see that back with Hollis heading it back towards his goalkeeper. Turner will just wait for a Biggleswade player to come and get the ball. That's what you do when you're 2-1 up, not at 1-1. And he just waits for Barker to come before picking the ball up. I reckon we've got about 4 minutes plus whatever the referee adds on here today. There's has been 4 substitutions and a couple of goals. So Turner with this long ball down the field, looking for Watkins. Watkins flicks the ball on, gets a lucky ricochet off the shoulder of Perry. Ball played here, looking for Harris. Harris now down this right hand side, gets towards the corner flag. Don't want to run it into the corner, gives it towards Webb. Webb with the ball in, not the best of balls in, but it's hooped into the air by the substitute Bowen. Togwell beaten to the ball, flicked on towards the other substitute Albin Jones, but then the ball's with Wells, who spreads it out nicely again to Warren Harris. Harris down this right hand side, up against Perry, holds it back in again. Nathan Webb comes across. Jackman makes a run for them, but I haven't seen it. Ball gone out of play again, and it will be a throw to Biggleswade. And Perry with this throw, it's come off the head of Albin Jones, and it will be a throw to Slough, and they'll take their time with this throw. Jackman looks like he's going to be the player that comes across to take this one, and Jackman will take a quick throw in towards Warren Harris. Harris does well to turn, trying nutmegs Nathan Hicks, but Hicks wins the ball back. Then Harris gets the ball back here and finds Watkins. Watkins finds Togwell. Togwell takes a touch, chips the ball forwards, headed away by Perry, only as far as Nathan Webb. Finds Warren Harris, takes it on his chest. Oh, now plays it in towards Watkins. Watkins turns, finds Nathan Webb, in towards Flood. Lovely little 1-2. Finds Harris. Harris chipped the ball in, takes it to Flood on his fly. He hits it. It's bundled around in the goal. He's trying to clear it. He slices his clearance free, only as far as Jackman. Jackman takes control of the ball, finds Warren Harris again. Bit of space here for Harris down this near hand side, in towards Watkins. Watkins on the 18-yard box, finds Lynch. Lynch has got Wells here if he needs him, finds Wells. Wells chipping the ball forward, looking for the run of Watkins. Hoyt gets there first, only as far as Flood. Flood stretches, Fielding gets a touch. Flood trying to get there first, trying to get to the ball, but Walker gets there and can clear here for Biggleswade. Finds a substitute, Albin Jones. Albin Jones has the ball halfway inside his own half, looks for a long ball forwards. That's a poor ball that will go all the way through to Turner, and Turner will wait for the other substitute Bowen to chase him down before picking the ball up, and that's what he does. And we've got about just less than 2 minutes plus whatever the referee adds on here. We will try and give you the full-time scores at the end of the game, but we will stay with the game here as Turner launches a long ball down the field. Flood gets a little touch, comes through here to Watkins on the edge of the area. He'll find Warren Harris. Harris down this right hand side again. Nathan Webb near him if he wants it. Warren Harris will just up against Hicks, trying to get an angle. Plays it, wins a corner here for the Rebels, and Slough will take their time with this corner. And there's no Dobson on the pitch, so it's going to be Matt Lynch who will come across to take this corner for the Rebels. He's Slough, he's signalling it's going to be an out-swinging corner here for Slough. Slough just trying to grab a last goal just to play it in. Plays it in. It's gone all the way through. Oh, it's gone past everyone. And Nathan Webb will try and chase this ball down up against Fielding. Nathan wins the ball. And but it goes out of play for a throw on the far hand side. You'll see a substitution for Slough. Coming off is Chris Flood. And coming on is Gavin James. This substitution, I make it on 89 minutes. Is Gavin James on for Chris Flood. Flood getting a real warm round of applause here. And nice to see Gavin James get some minutes. Even though it won't be many. The referee has indicated there are 3 minutes of added time. And the game will restart with a throw for Biggleswade on the far hand side. Halfway inside their own half as James enters the fray here at Arbour Park. Slough 2, Biggleswade 1 is the score. We are literally in that last 3 minutes of injury time. The throw on the far hand side by Fielding. Flicked on the head of Aaron Berwin, and it's out for a throw to Slough. Slough will take their time with this one. I'm just trying to see if there's a... if we've got an attendance. So the attendance today is 760 or 16, one of the two. Wasn't very clear. And the man of the match, as sponsored by Tony Boxall, has been given to Matt Lynch. Ball's been thrown in, flicked on well by Dobson, trying to find Gavin James. Comes off the head of Fielding, out for a throw to Slough. The ball's gone behind the sands. Slough will be in no hurry. Simon, I can see Simon Dunn over there. He could have got the ball. He's just waiting. As Slough will have a throw on that far hand side. George Wells, who I think would be my man of the match. Throws the ball in, looking for Watkins. Watkins trying to turn, holds it up in the corner. Does he know? Just lets it run out of play. It's the throw to Biggleswade in the corner. Walker, the right back, will go to take it, trying to throw the ball in. Comes off the head of a Biggleswade player. Does it? No, apparently it's come off the head of Lynch. It's out for a throw to Biggleswade, halfway inside their own half. Walker will take this one. Walker throws it towards his goalkeeper, Gooch. Gooch has to miss handle. Slough looking for a handball there, and Gooch shoots. It's gone all the way to Watkins. Watkins shoots from distance. Gooch wasn't back in his goal, but it's just gone wide of the goal. Big shout of handball from the Slough fans. Gooch was out of his area when it looked like it spun off his chest. And now Gooch is he's not in a hurry at all now. Of course not. He's in a real hurry to take this goal kick. It's a goal kick to Biggleswade. Everyone will come to this near hand side. Gooch with this long kick. It's into wins their header. Only as far as Alvin Jones. Flicked on well by Brad Watkins towards Gavin James. Now Gavin James has found Warren Harris. Harris will go into the corner flag. He's going to try and kick the ball there up against Hoyt. Hoyt fouls him. Surely that's a free kick, referee. Oh, he's given a throw, but surely I'm not saying a word about the referee. I'm not. Just as well I don't get covered by the FA. I'd be fined and banned forever. Slough have a free throw in the far hand side. They're just going to keep the ball in the corner. Ball thrown towards Brad Watkins. Brad Watkins will try and keep the ball there up against Hoyt. And Perry just tries to play it off Perry to win a corner, but doesn't. It's a goal kick. I make it got 30 seconds of the added time left to play. Gooch, the substitute Auburn Jones, is standing on the edge of his 18-yard line, asking Gooch to give him the ball, and Gooch is saying, "Get up the field." What's he doing standing there? Gooch takes this long ball. Underneath it is Webb. Great node by him. In towards Gavin James. Now Gavin James can try and just hold the ball up here. Still running with the ball. Still got the ball at his feet. Good play here by Gavin James. Oh, lovely skills. Still got his one. He hasn't won anything because it's the final whistle here at Arbour Park. It's finished. Slough Town 2. Biggleswade 1. And the goals for Biggleswade on the 24th minute scored by Shane Hill. And just before half-time, the equaliser from Warren Harris. Second half, Slough had the better of the opportunities. Couple of shots by Biggleswade, but nothing fantastic. And Slough were the better team, forcing some good efforts wide. And in the end, the winning goal is scored by Brad Watkins to give Slough a 2-1 victory here at Arbour Park. And it's a good victory against a very good Biggleswade side here. Make no mistake here, this isn't a team of poor people. Merthyr have lost at Kettering 5-0. Now that's the next game for Slough. It is on Tuesday evening It is Merthyr versus Slough Town, and we should hopefully be there to broadcast for that one. But yeah, that was full-time score was Kettering 5, Merthyr 0. Full-time is Hereford 4, Dorchester 1. St Ives have just scored. That game's still going on. So it's St Ives 1, Tiverton 2. As Matt Lynch just gets his Man of the Match award here from the young lad. And Matt Lynch just getting his Man of the Match award there from a young lad. Just having his photos taken. I'm just going to see if we can find some other scores for you. Sam Argent, signed by Basingstoke from Hartley Whitney, has scored 2 goals on his debut. It's Basingstoke 3, Banbury 1. Full time is Chesham 1, Royston 2. Let's see what else we've got. Trying to find something in our league. Maidenhead have equalised. It's 3-3. Maidenhead 3, Aldershot 3. Just trying to see what else we've got. Full time is Weymouth 3, Kings Lynn 1. Let's see if we can find just something else here. Just the Biggleswade players are just on the pitch having a little talk to with their management team after their defeat today. Just trying to see if we can figure it out. In there, Sean Fraser's just tweeted, "Get in there, boys." He's away today at a wedding. Let's just have a look. Hitchin 4, Stratford 0. Those are the things. So there you go. That's today's game for you. Thank you for listening in. Thank you for your comments and getting in contact. Hope you've enjoyed the commentary today. Slough have left it late and come from behind again to claim 3 points in this Southern Premier League, and we'll see if where that leaves the Rebels in a second. We'll just have a look at the table. But the next game for the Rebels is Tuesday evening, where they are away to Merthyr Town. Or is it just Merthyr Football Club now, isn't it? I think it's just Merthyr. So we will hopefully be there to broadcast for you, depending on what time we can get off work. But we should be there for you to bring you all the action from that game. So if you aren't making the journey to Wales on Tuesday, then listen in here, and we'll try and get see if we can do another live commentary, and hopefully Slough will get some more points. Then don't forget that the next game after that will be this a week today, where Slough will be in the FA Cup 4th qualifying round, where they are at home to Folkestone Invicta, and that game will be a replay if it ends in 90 minutes as a draw. But hopefully we'll give Tuesday's game a go through first and see how the Rebels do then. But they've come away today with 3 points, come from behind, as they've beaten Biggleswade 2-1. So I'm just going to see if I can just get all of the full-time scores for you very quickly. Doesn't look like I am. So we'll leave you to enjoy your weekend. Thank you all for listening, and back on Tuesday evening, way to Merthyr. So thank you very much, and have a good weekend.